Was that always there? All right, let's get this party started. Oh, hey, you live. All right, let's just get this party started. I'm not even gonna waste time. Today we're just gonna sketch our way out this way. I'm not even gonna waste time. So this one is gonna be, I would say, a Street Fighter type of drawing, but I'm gonna get this pose first, and then we will figure it all out as we go. So just draw at me and just relax today. Okay.
New to the Vbelkse Casino app? Then let's show you around, starting with tons of amazing slots, including the exciting Tiger Lord and Peacock Beauty. Or check out the action of Live Dealer Lightning Roulette and our incredible Live Dealer Blackjack. Plus, add our award-winning customer service and the fun never ends. Vbelkse Casino app with slots and live dealer games.
Okay.
It's a whole new game.
Must be 21 plus. Available in Pennsylvania only. Void where prohibited.
There we go.
Presented by Rivers Casino Philadelphia. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Okay.
Jake from State Farm here to answer your
Hello.
what ifs.
What if I need a policy, but I just can't choose?
An agent can help you choose. At State Farm, we're there for your what ifs. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or go to statefarm.com for a quote today.
Fisherman pulled a body out
Okay.
of the lake.
Freeform's Cruel Summer is back
This whole thing was your idea!
with a new season and a new mystery.
How far do I need to go to prove my loyalty to you?
Freeform's Cruel Summer. New episodes Tuesdays.
One thing about when I'm doing a drawing like this, I don't really put too much emphasis on being accurate right away. I just get into it and then we'll figure it out as we go. Okay. I ain't gonna waste time. When do you stream? I usually stream around 12, but I was making content, so I had to get that out of the way first. Sadly, I couldn't get on early enough, so I'm on a little late. Usually I'm on Thursdays and Fridays from 12. Latest is 2, but right now it's 5. Okay. Now I know that the drawing looks a little off, but that's okay. We're not trying to be accurate right now. We're just trying to get the overall idea first, and then we'll make any adjustments as we go. That's one thing I always say: keep calm. Don't worry about being accurate right away, and just keep it normal. Keep it normal. Don't think of it too much. Don't think of it too much. Be aware, but don't overthink it. That's when you start making mistakes. So hopefully if we get this done fast enough, this sketch, I'm not going to color it in. If anything, I'll put base colors. If we get time in, I'll also do the sticker that I was working on for Street Fighter. And no, it's not a sponsor stream, I'm just doing this for fun. But also I'm working on a sticker shop, so hopefully that'll work out. Trying new stuff. BNA. Nice art, thank you. Like this. And then I'll be using new brushes. I think my old brush has been holding me back for a while now. It's time to open up to new avenues and try new things. First thing, let me turn it down. It's just sounds obnoxious. There we go. I don't need to hear that. I know the music's kind of annoying. I understand, but it serves up for the dead air. So if you guys don't want to hear those type of music, you can go over here on Twitch and watch it. There's music playing here, but not anything too popular. It's pretty it's not jazz music. It's just lo-fi music that's playing. So that what interests you and you just want to watch, you can go ahead. I'm not gonna stop you. So if any of you are bothered, are going to ask me the question, where do I get my brushes and blah blah blah, and the third, and what do I use tablets, and my link, you can click the link. Okay. Let's see here. Get enough of that all the time, so. No, I don't like the leg, but we'll fix the leg a little later. I'll fix the feet too. Thank you for the hearts, I do appreciate it. Today is just a draw with me. If you guys hear anything like something in the background, that's my pop over there using the leaf blower. So he's just blowing some leaves, I think. That's what he's doing, or cutting grass, one of the two things he's doing. So if you hear some crazy noise, that's pretty much what you're hearing. So. Okay, now she's leaning on something. That's one thing that she's doing. So we gotta make sure that the gesture is there, not feeling like she's just stuck in space, stuck like that. So we need to bring a little bit more oomph in the sense of it looking normal, like a normal tilt. I'm giving her more of a tilt, so I feel like there's a sense of beginning to end with the right there. Okay. Alright, so once we're done with the pose, then we'll translate the character to be a Street Fighter character. A bit. Now this is where this is a bit a little bit problematic, because if I draw her the exact way, the problem is that I don't think any of the Street Fighter characters uses a bat. Nope, I don't think so. So we may have to improvise and make something somewhat new with using this pose. So hopefully we'll find, or at least get lucky enough to make this pose don't feel so forced, or at least feel live and different at the same time. How's it going? Good afternoon. Hello, Bri. Hey, Rasta, what's going on? Hey, Greeny Beanie. Hello. You're live. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. What the fuck? Oh. What are you doing? Oh. Yes, you want to read the chapter. No.
I kind of want to cosplay
This one?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I do that this year from KawahoCon.
Are you going?
Yeah.
Will Mom let you go?
The minister that is outside this year.
You know what's gonna be annoying?
What?
You're gonna take her. She's gonna take you, right?
Yeah.
By the time you get to the door, she's gonna say, "I don't see anyone out here."
I was outside. That's in the back.
He's like, "Okay, we'll follow you." I'm like, "Oh my God, you are really, you're really doing this." Are you really doing this? You piece of shit! And like, how dare you?
I can
tell you.
The only thing I need to get is the wig and
Wait, so that wasn't a cat? Nope, that was not a cat. Unfortunately. Yeah. Yeah. You do sound like that cat. Not gonna lie. Yeah. Yeah, see? Yeah. There's all the catnip, see? Yeah. What was the name of that character anyway?
Which one?
The one that says C from Looney Tunes. It's just called Gangsta Guy?
I think so.
Or Gangsta Short Guy?
Yeah, see?
Yeah, see? You don't put the money in the bag, we'll gun you, see? Yeah. I think that was actually a depiction of a real, like, gangster. Probably, like, Al Capone or something. I think he probably talked like that. Maybe that was the case. I don't know about the whole height thing. I think that was just for shits and giggles, but I don't think that's... I don't think... anyone here who's into history probably might know that better than I do. I don't know about Al Capone like that, but, you know.
I am so over my
Hey, it's me,
now.
Goku. Hey, Goku.
Hey, it's Goku.
Hey, it's me, Goku.
We cannot finish that line.
He just wrote it in the chat.
No, I'm talking about the other line.
Oh. Oh, chill. Chill.
Don't worry.
I don't need to be canceled now. I don't got fuck you money to say I'm getting canceled, whatever. You know, that's the great thing having fuck you money. Like, you just, like, you say whatever you want, and there's nothing they can do. Like, they can't call a sponsorship or mess with you. The only thing they have to do is physically come see you. And they can't because you probably live in, like, a community where they have to actually be rich enough to come see where you are. Hello. That's the funniest part. So, like, it's just funny to me. That's I think the people who I think no, not who I know, but I think celebrities, if I say has fuck you money, it's like Dave Chappelle and maybe Jim Carrey. I think Jim Carrey got fuck you money. He just doesn't say it outright.
He don't care. He does what he wants.
Because I think he's retired now. So no, they can't cancel him at all. So it's like,
hey, Art Tickle.
hey, Artextric. Hey, T-Bomb. Or T-Bum. Hey. Hey, fam. What's up?
Ever since this haze came in, I've been sneezing a lot.
The thing from this.
Yeah, the smoke.
Oh. That's not that big of a deal, to be honest. Oh, it's the smell is unreal, but like
Yeah.
it's just. It's like,
You
it's not
said it right the first time.
okay, just making sure. You said it right the first time. Okay, just making sure. T-Bomb. I got you, bro. I got you. Alright, so as far as we see it, I'm going to make her bigger now so you guys can have a better, broader look at what she looks like. Now, I think I'm doing a good job, but not too good. I think there's too much emphasization of the butt here. So we need to pull that down. Because, like, we want it to be at least accurate as possible to the picture, but also a bit realistic as well. You don't want to be too much. And then her waist right here would be like this. Like that. Now, this part here bothers me the most. I think that is there. But the crotch area, that's where the problem's coming in. Okay. For those of you who are here and watching, if you're brand new to this stream, welcome to the stream. I do gladly invite all you here, those who are willing to learn or those who are willing to draw with me and just chill out and have fun, ask questions, and be a productive, nice person in the community here we're building. So I'm just greeting to those who are brand new and not familiar with me. I am Artexrtic. I am an anime artist, also somewhat of an official teacher here on TikTok and YouTube. I teach a little bit of art, anatomy, and color theory, and whatever. I do have a Patreon who, if you want to get taught by me, you gotta be a Patreon member. Or a TikTok subscriber. You don't have to go to Patreon if you don't want to. Because I know there are options. Also, if you guys enjoy what I do, whether it be art or a bit of gaming. I don't do a lot of it here on this channel because of reasons. It's more like if you like, what the fuck? If you like to enjoy just entertainment and a community, this is a great place for you. But if you also want to learn how to draw, you might learn a thing or two from me. I'm not saying I know every frickin' thing in the world, but I try my best. I am working towards doing better coloring and building a portfolio for myself for gaming, for game titles, for indie titles and stuff like that. Maybe some webtooning if possible. Some webtooning work for some clients, maybe. We'll see. I do commissions if you're going to ask that too, those of you who are just curious. And yes, I draw anime girls, anime men. I do a little mecha, but I don't show that off too much because it's not something that's in my expertise too much. But I am trying to, open my horizons to new things. And if yes, I'm willing to draw furry if possible. It's just that it's not something I get a lot. And I know you furries got money, so I'm not going to deny someone who got money. So, and for some odd reason, if you're a furry, for some odd reason, I kind of realize there's a pattern that y'all really like to be in MIT. It's weird. It's really weird. It's like, I kind of notice there's this pattern that y'all into MIT for some odd reason. Not all of you, but most of you. It's weird. Hello, Davison. Thank you. Heart me. Thank you for the heart. I do appreciate it. How long did you take for you to get to this good art? To be honest, if I had to eliminate all the what's the right word? It starts with a C. Oh, P. Procrastination and getting distracted by other things in life. I would have took me about a year to get this far. In general. If I'm eliminating like going out to eat, going out and doing stuff, going out and getting, distracted by like life and other things and COVID and blah blah blah, I would probably take me less than a year to get to where I'm at. Have you ever made Spider-Man drawing? Yes, I have. I actually made Spider-Gwen. To be honest, I was thinking about doing that too. I'm actually working on a few stickers. Those of you who are not familiar with my work, I am working on stickers, and those stickers, I'm gonna get you guys a sneak peek real quick. I'm working on. Some of you already saw this. I worked on doing CAMMY from Street Fighter. The reason I'm doing Street Fighter first is because, well, the game just recently came out and people like Street Fighter, so I'm doing little chibi heads stickers that you guys may want, whether digitally or physically. So if you're into that, look out for that. I'll be posting a whole collection of them. From all of them, I'll be doing Street Fighter. I'll probably do all the fighting games first. I'll do Street Fighter, Skullgirls, DOA. I guess I'll count Dragon Ball because it does have several games, but it was an anime first or a manga first, and the anime thing, video games. What's her name?
Roll a 12 or higher.
Roll a 12 and higher. Wait. Yeah.
It's on the table.
I got I think a 15.
You're gonna have a good scream.
Really?
Yes.
Look at that, guys. I rolled a 15. We're gonna have a good stream, she says. I'm not really familiar with D&D, but here you go. Anyway, let me read you guys' comments. I'm sorry. Let me get to all the comments. I'm sorry. Someone asked me another question. They said, have you ever made Spider-Man drawing? Okay, I responded to that already. Okay. Lots of people say my nickname wrong. Hey, I'm glad that I got it right the first time. I'm kind of saddened I said it wrong the second time. I'm almost finished. I got you, bro. You do your thing. You gotta do what you need to do. So yeah, I'm gonna be making a bunch of stickers if you want digitally or physically. The physical part will come after. The digital start will be off first. I might put them on Etsy or put them here on TikTok, but I don't think might just put on Etsy. They're gonna be just $1. That's it. I think so. Just $1 for now, and see how they sell. We got this one, and we have Crimson. I was working on Crimson today, so they're pretty cool. And yes, they have no mouth, on purpose. I think they're kind of cute. Just keep them simple. And if you like these characters, I think she was hated in Street Fighter. I think the 4. I don't know which one. I haven't been too like recent with all of them, but I know the 6th one is out now. I think she's in 4 or 5, and I think people hated her for some odd reason. I think she was a DLC character at one point. But I worked on her and some others. I worked on Jury. Sea Viper. Yeah, I love her. Okay. So yeah, I'm working on her too. So they're not shaded or anything. They're just base colored in. I might shade them in. I don't know if I should keep them as just plain and pastel, but maybe shading them might be the best route, but we'll see. She was Marvel vs. Capcom. Oh, she was in Marvel vs. Capcom for real? Okay. I didn't know she was in that. Alright. So yeah, so I'm gonna work on these characters. Not today, but I don't think I'm gonna do these today. I'm not sure. But I'm gonna do all the females and then we're gonna go to the males. I actually did Poison. Poison looks a little different from all of them because I was gonna give them different heads. But I think if they all have the same head, is a lot easier to like digest. This is Poison. I might redraw her again, face wise. I think the hair's fine, but everything else will be thing. I used to use Viper when fighting my brother, and he hated me for it. Aw. Hey, whatever works, as long as you're not zoning. Listen, if you're not zoning and just using the same move over and over again, that's one thing. But if you're switching it up, have those mix-ups and stuff going through, then I'm not gonna blame you too much. I'm not gonna blame you. If you like a character, you like it. But I suggest if you like a character, at least try to get good with them. Not spamming the same move or zoning on people. That should be annoying real fast. I know. I play Dragon Ball Fighters. So, brother, he hated me for it. But it is what it is. Okay. Let me see. Let me put our arm. Yeah, I'll put our arm right here. I'll put our hand about here. Yeah, and then I'll put our hand about there, I think. I think that makes sense. Or something like that. I think our arm should be there. And yes, if you're getting, I did draw CAMMY before, so I don't know if I should make this into CAMMY or someone else. I'm gonna debate on it in my head, but once I get the pose 100%, then I'll transfer the character onto this very soon. I just don't wanna make a mistake. Okay, so I'm gonna put our eyes here as a placeholder so we know where her eyes are at. Alright, and then as I go, I think the problem is that the bending of the back here. So I need to like that. Okay, bro, drawing this spot. Okay, let me see. But yeah.
I'm so looking forward to it.
Why?
The 64 storage sucks.
I told you, when I went for the, I know it's more money, but it's going to pay off in the long run. You don't have to, because you're gonna just end up buying another phone a lot faster. Because when you told me that whole like throttling shit, and then like they do shit to make it terrible, is like, oh no, I'm not gonna be part of that. I don't want to be part of that. So it's like, it is what it is. Okay, I'm gonna put her hand about here. Like that. Okay, arms like that. And then put her hand about here. Thumb is about here. Okay, I don't like the arms looking too short, but we'll figure it out.
Stuffy arms.
So guys, he would, and oh my gosh, I hate fighting against him. Oh, So sorry. I don't know what it is. I never really got into Street Fighter like that. Like I will play the game with friends and family whenever they had it, but I never had the urge to go buy it. I don't think I ever bought a Street Fighter game. I play Street Fighter, but I've never like bought a Street Fighter game. I know that's a cardinal sin to say, but I don't know. It's just a weird one for me. I just never thought of buying a game. They just never had the opportunity or wanted to. Maybe I wasn't that good at fighters at the time, so I just never bothered to buy it. Maybe that was the case. Like that. My dad had it, so I played it. Yeah, usually most kids play their games through their fathers, because like Street Fighter's been around since what, the 80s? If I remember right, like yeah, it was the 80s. I'm gonna make the hand like this. And I'm gonna make the arm like. Erase the arm. Okay, like that. And then make that hand about. Like that. Alright, with the Final Fantasy thing. Same, the closest I got to playing. Hey Shadow, what's going on? Same, the closest I got to playing Street Fighter was Marvel vs. Capcom. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I just never like say, "Oh my god, I need to get the latest Street Fighter, bro." It's like just like I was always in support of Street Fighter, but I just never wanted to buy it. That's great. I'm glad to hear that. Me, it's just going on with the going on, to be honest. Just going on with the going on. Nothing too crazy, to be honest. Just trying to do this as possible. I don't like the pose too much. I don't like it, but we'll see. Let's see. Let's see what we can do better with this pose. First thing, put that. Okay. Second, make the arm like that. Okay. Third, grab the head. Make it a bit smaller. Okay. And then what we're gonna do, we're going to fix the neck. I think the neck needs some fixing. It needs to be a little bit more like this. Okay. Oh yeah, that was the main fighting game I played besides Mortal Kombat. You know what's weird about me? I had Mortal Kombat in my console for the longest while, from Game Pass. Mortal Kombat 11. That was the closest thing to me owning of Mortal Kombat throughout my entire life. I have never bought the game. I have played the game several times at friends' house and stuff like that. Never had the urge. I don't know what it is. It's just certain fighting games just never click with me. Just never did. And the number one, I think the most atrocious fighting game, and some of y'all may disagree with me, and that's perfectly fine. I think the most atrocious fighting game that I think is just booty cheek to like nut the butt is fucking is what do you call it? Xenoverse. I used to like Xenoverse and started realizing how much Xenoverse makes me angry. And not because of skill issue, it's just like something about the game just never clicked with me in the sense of
It's jarring.
no, it just doesn't feel like a fighting game. It just felt like a game that was there. Yeah, it's like Dragon Ball Simulator, but it didn't feel like a fighting game. It's like it's like a fan fiction wet dream to me.
Yes, it is.
Like just playing Dragon Ball Fighters is a lot more fun for me because it's a lot more challenging. But like playing like Dragon Ball Xenoverse was just boring. And I had this one friend who plays it all the time. I think he still plays up to this day. Every time when I would play against him, he would play almost every day more than I would. I would never play Dragon Ball Xenoverse like that, like I used to. And every time I play with him and we fight, I always win. Because I just kind of like out endure him. So like what he'll do, like I always play as the Majin, which is weird. I always play Majin female. I just never wanted to play Saiyan for some odd reason. Maybe because I'm just going against the grain on this. But I never put the massive wanting to play as Saiyan or any other race. I just like playing as the Majin. But the female Majin was kind of cool for me. I love Xenoverse. Same. I have Xenoverse 2. Yeah. Like, I played Xenoverse 1 and 2. I think Xenoverse 1 was atrocious as fuck compared to Xenoverse 2. Xenoverse 2 is a major step up compared to Xenoverse 1. Let's just say it. Like Xenoverse 1 was just a big wet bag of ass because of certain missions would just be so difficult to just get past. Not because of you was bad. It was just like the game would just pull like the most heavy dog shit ever against you. And there was one particular mission I hated the most, and I think some of y'all can probably recognize might agree with me on this. It was the one when you have to fight Goku. It was the one. Okay, you have to fight Goten. I remember mission. It's called Super Saiyan Bargaining Sale. Oh my god. I just never wanted to play Saiyan. I just think it was just not overpowered, but I think it was like a overused race because like everyone wants to be Super Saiyan, right? Now it almost doesn't even matter anymore on which one you played. Yeah, Brian knows what I'm talking about. It was called Super Saiyan Bargaining Sale. I think they brought that same mission to Xenoverse 2, which was a lot more durable to deal with. But like in Xenoverse 1, oh my god. You can destroy pretty much the two rodents that we call Goten and Kid Trunks, fine, and then you fight Vegeta and then Trunks, future Trunks, which is not a big problem too much in certain situations, but when it comes to fighting Goku, oh my god. This dude was so irritating to kill because what happened was that the game had this feature where if you're fighting a very strong enemy, especially boss type, they'll have like super shields on. So like when you're beating on their ass, their life is going down, but they're not being afflicted, so they can just keep. Oh my god, he will spam with older Gohan, with adult Gohan, with Kamehameha. Oh my god, dude. They would drop so many of them on you. And if you was unlucky, let's say you was playing by yourself, which I don't know how anyone could. If you was playing with a friend and your friend was total ass, you was still on your own, bro. And if you're like, they will spam the hell out perfect. I think it was perfect Kamehameha. I think it was.
Oh yeah, they'll do this weird combo that one Goku would do it and then go.
Yes, go on. Oh my god. And you was just stuck like this. Like you was literally stuck in glitch getting hit. Instantly like this. Yes, it was just one after the other and you're just like, bro. And then if you manage to like defeat them within a certain amount of time, oh my god, Goku will go Super Saiyan 3 and then he'll have the shields on and then he'll spam that again. I think if you do it in a specific way in a very fast time, and sometimes the game be broken, if you do it too fast, it will not trigger. I think you guys know what I'm talking about. There will be some missions where you do it super fast and be like, yo, I did that fast. Like, what the fuck, I did that fast? And the game will not trigger the certain things in the game. And I'm not talking about Xenoverse 2. I'm talking about Xenoverse 1. That was, oh my god. That would make me so angry. I remember I did it so fast, within less than the 5-minute mark. I think it was 5 minutes you have. and I somehow managed to just get Gohan and Goku at the same time and get them both. And I got it with less than 15 minutes. I think within 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And somehow I still didn't. I was not able to trigger Goku going Super Saiyan 3, and I think Hercule kind of shows up for like no reason. I think he fights alongside you, I think, for some odd reason, and he's like totally like useless because that's his whole shtick. Yeah, the bonus thing. I spam the yeah, you spam Final Flash. Like if you don't have a friend who don't have like up in key and I think it was recovery. If you didn't have up in key, oh my god. Dude, it was just the worst. And I still think up to this day some people still can't pass that level because it was just unfair. The fighting was just unfair, but they fixed that in Xenoverse 2. Now, the way I feel about Xenoverse 2, I don't find it challenging. I just find it, I don't know, boring? Yeah, I just find it boring. I don't know why. And I think what ruined that for me most was like probably the boss fights, like the event boss fights, because like some of the boss fights in the events will be so, oh my god. Oh my god, the Boo Saga one, when you have to fight Boo like in a specific order, like you have to fight Fat Boo, Super Boo, and I think Kid Boo, and I think if you kill, I think you have to fight them all three at once. No, you fight Fat Boo, then I think Super Boo comes in if you fight him, if you kind of bring his power down really fast, and then if you take out Majin Buu, Super Buu pretty fast, Kid Buu pops up, and then if you defeat him very fast, I think something's supposed to happen. I forgot how that goes. It's been such a long time since I screwed with Xenoverse 1. But it was just, oh my god. It was just like, I'm not gonna lie, Xenoverse 2 was a major upgrade compared to Xenoverse 1. And I applaud Bandai Namco for like fixing that part, because that was not fun at all. But I think what ruined it for me for Xenoverse was the boss fights, the event boss fights, because something about the boss fights was really upsetting, because like you can have like 50 ass people in the same team, and it was still not enough to take on like the one Cell, the overpowered Cell, or the overpowered Broly, and he'll hit you like in one hit and take like half your team out, and then you're spending more time healing your teammates. And the game has this method where if you're getting knocked out a lot and you're going to healing people, healing them takes longer to heal them again the first time, because the first time is like kind of like a few seconds, like 5-10 seconds. I think 5 to 10 seconds. And then the second time is like 20 to 30 seconds. And then the second time's like, oh my god, a whole minute. It was like bad. It was, oh my god. What I'm basically hearing was the game was miserable. It was miserable. The first one was miserable. The other one was just boring to me after a while. It was fun. I'm not saying it's bad, like it was like bad mechanics, but it was just like, it's just boring. Just boring to me. And it became ultimately, it just ultimately became fan fiction at its highest on the story, because like they really wanted to push that agenda of the whole like future time thing, because that's the shtick, but like it really pushed into that at the far on Endgame, where you fight your old self from the first game, because your first self gets like evil and brainwashed or something, and then somehow they managed to make your new character in the second game tie in with your first character in the first game, and it somehow makes sense on why your first character becomes who they are or something like that. It's a long story. I forgot, it's a long story. Yeah, the bonus thing. It's a long time. It was a long time ago. It was a long time ago for me. I just don't know. When I got Dragon Ball FighterZ, it was a fresher breath air, because I just feel like I was playing a fighting game. Now, I will say a more watered down fighting game. I won't play that game because it's not like super like complicated to play Dragon Ball Fighters, right? It's not like you're playing a game with combinations to remember. Maybe like Street Fighter or something. But like it was a lot better playing that than playing than Xenoverse. You know, I just think it was a better game compared to Xenoverse. It just because I think Xenoverse tries to be a lot of things, and it still stays to be a pretty good fighter, I guess. But like, it just doesn't really push fighting game competition to me. It's more like how much can you spam the button and break the game to fight another person. I have played Tekken before. I don't know if it was 7, but I played Tekken before, but I don't know, I just never well I'm not gonna say it's bad. I think Tekken's pretty fun. It was the last Tekken, it was not the latest one. I don't think that it was the latest one, it was the last one that came out. It's not a bad game. It's a fun game. I don't know, something about Xenoverse really did not fit well with me, fighting game wise. I think the expectation was that Xenoverse should have been like a lot like Tenkaichi.
It should have.
I think that's what I think most people was expecting. I think the reason why we thought it was gonna be like I think that people thought this, that Tenkaichi 3 was Tenkaichi was gonna be the thing for Xenoverse 2 is because I thought like Xenoverse 1 was like a testing phase, if you think of it in that sense. Like it was testing like the graphics, the capability at the time, because remember it was like it came around the time where Xbox and PlayStation 4 was still like really new and really wanted to show off their like abilities, like graphics wise. So I can't say much on the genre. I play Soul Calibur. I don't really hear much about it anymore. Really, I really don't. I really don't hear about Soul Calibur anymore, to be honest. I would have put more effort into that game, but I don't know. Maybe just lack of hype for me. I don't know, it's just weird. I'm older now, so it's like games are... I love video games. I'm never gonna stop playing video games. It's just like... Video games now, to me, is just kind of like a sad state of like nothing. It's just... It doesn't feel like a game anymore. Everything feels like a microtransaction. Like, just... A lot of games just don't feel the same anymore. It was my favorite game ever. I would make my own character. Oh yeah, I remember they had a custom creation for Soul Calibur. I think it was pretty intuitive. I think it was for, I think that custom creation came out in, I don't know, it was 360 era? Was it 360 or was it Xbox? I think it was 360 era. I don't think it was Xbox One. I think it was like 360 era at the time. For most. I could be wrong, but... Because I remember I was hearing that this custom creation was pretty insane. Let me see. It says, I know it doesn't look done, but she looks cute. Oh, thank you. I was saying my favorite thing. Hi, hello, Ashishuri. I see. I think so. I played Soul Calibur 4 on Xbox. Yeah, I think it was on 360 for most people. Close the door. What are you doing? Go. You. Go. Anyway. What is the picture from? Oh, it's from BNNA. I think BNA. BNNA? I think it's BNNA. Beasts and Animals, I think. Something Beasts and Animals. I'm just getting the pose. I'm not drawing the character exactly. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Shadow. I had a feeling. Okay. I'm gonna put our hand about here. Okay. think. Oh, I think the problem. Oh, I think I see the problem with the. About there, yeah. I think that's the problem. There we go. Like that. Like that. Like this. Okay, and then that's where the problem is. It's this stomach right here. Okay, so we need to round this off, because that's where the confusion's coming in with the. So I'm going to round this off like this. Okay, and then like that. There we go. And I'm going to round this off. And then make this about here. Okay, I'll fix the leg later, because it's not really consistent with the stance, but I'll fix it later. Okay. Alright, and then I'll round off the stomach about here. Alright, because I struggle drawing it. Okay, can you do a tutor for standing pose on if you want that? You gotta be a student. For me to answer that question, you gotta be a student. And to be a student, you just gotta be either a TikTok subscriber or a Patreon member. I had a sword that would, because if you're a student and you ask me a question, I directly stop what I'm doing and go do that tutorial for you. Okay, I had a sword that would split so far range of attacks. What's better, traditional or digital? I think traditional. Make a drawing of the Turbulence guy rapper. Battling punch made dev and in the back of the what? What the hell? Okay, character BNA. Yeah, what is the picture from BNA? Okay. What's the Patreon name? Same name, same everything. You can go in my link. You can swipe over, click the link, and click the link. It'll take you straight to Patreon and everything. Or you can just be a TikTok subscriber. You don't have to even go to the Patreon if you don't want to. That also works. I'm trying to get more people to either do either or, not just the Patreon, because I know Patreon sometimes people don't like Patreon, and I understand why. This arm doesn't look right because the arm here is going like this. As you can see, the arm's going like this when her arm is going like this, is going upwards like this. So what we need to do is grab this arm, grab most of the arm, and then like this, right? So it gives it more of a head is about up like this. Okay, and then we're going to erase this part, right? And then we're going to, because the arm is going upwards like that, right? So we're going to try our best to make this work. Maybe we'll erase this part. Okay, not bad, but could be better. And then we gotta put that armpit about here. Alright. Smash. Okay, same name. Okay. Ion seen it. Ion seen it? Or you do see it. I think you're saying you do see it. So I'm assuming. Okay. I think the arm is a little bit. Okay, so that. Okay. And then like so. Okay, bruh, not funny. I don't see it. Right. I'm pretty sure you don't. Then be a if you can't see the Patreon, just be a TikTok subscriber. Button's right there. I'm pretty sure you're just saying that, but then again. Make that arm look weird. Okay. Hey, Hum. Welcome back. Nice to see you, Hum. Thank you for being here. You said not funny. What's not funny? Okay. All right. Let's fix this chin part. Okay. All right. Now, I know her eyes are... Let's make her eyes like that. Erase this part. I don't want the eyes to be slanted because you don't want it to look like that. You want the eyes to... There we go. Now we gotta make the face a little more rounded. We don't want this square looking look of the cheek of the face. We want them to look pointy and cute. That's the whole point. So we're going to make the chin pointy. Like that. Make it... Like that. Let's make it a little more pointier. Okay, no problem. How are you doing, Hum? How's your day going? Tell me about your day. Your day is going well. Like that. Okay. Now we're gonna fix what's going on in the hand. Right here. Keep it pretty cash. Hey, Dark Time, what's going on, bro? Thank you for the roses. I appreciate it very much so. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Okay. Okay. You trying to nap?
Yeah.
Why? Oh. Yeah, a little nap. Trying to get a nap. There we go. And then we get the hand right here. Okay, we're near there. Make sure this hand looks correct. I'm just erasing the container of the hand so everything looks correct. as we go. I want to ask anyone, is there a show that you guys wanted to see but got canceled? Is there like a show right now, like say a CW show, that got canceled too soon or too early or like didn't deserve to get canceled? Because Zaslav is just axing out the hell out of those movies. I think the one show that needs to be axed out is Riverdale. That they somehow got rid of Superman and Lois. That was devastating. That was devastating. Owl House. Ah, I see. I never seen Owl House. I heard good things about it. Like I heard the animation's kind of top notch. Like they did some cool things like something I don't think a lot of Disney's shows are known for doing. Like I think they outsourced some of their animation work to some Japanese art animators, and it had some like cool like sequences, like Sakuga type thing for a Disney show, like Owl House. But that's what I've heard. I don't know how true that is. I believe. I don't know how true that is, but I could be wrong. You guys can educate me on that one. If that's true or not. I bet you should go try coming here and see what the hell I'm drawing. You know, fuck her. She's not gonna stop me from making money. Shit. I need to make money. I got bills to pay.
Nap time.
Hey, nap time. Let me see. Is there an anime that you guys have that is like a one-hit wonder that you wish got a second season?
See, you're not asking the right questions.
Oh, so you give me the questions.
What do you think your favorite character smells like? Describe the smell of your favorite character.
This sound like Tumblr shit. Unnecessary questions that doesn't really contribute to anything to society. Click link. Hey, Shadow, what's going on? I never heard of that anime. Click link? That's literally what it's called. Click link. What's that about, Bri? Please tell me. I've never heard of that anime. Okay. That. Put the channel up. Okay, there we go. Fix the head like that. Alright, I think she looks pretty cool so far. Okay, like that. There we go. I think about there. Yeah, let's put it like this. Think about it now. I might make this into CAMMY after all.
People First is your local credit union committed to helping people
Let's
in
see,
their
I
communities
think I don't need this reference anymore.
At People First, we make banking easy. Enjoy benefits like no hidden costs.
Now, before I do that, let me
early direct deposit. New members
put this on the charger a little bit.
when you open a free checking account.
Okay.
Restrictions apply.
It's in the charger. Okay, I'll let that charge a little bit. Now, what we're gonna do is flip the canvas. Flip the character a little bit, just to get the sketch to look balanced. Because just because it looks good now doesn't mean it is actually looking good in real life. So we need to make sure everything's correct. So I'm going to make some changes. You guys will see what I'm talking about in a second. Okay, erase. Okay. Like that, okay. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Let's wrap around this real quick so it can indicate that she's wearing a tank. Okay. Alright, pretty cool, pretty cool. Alright, let me see. It's about these two guys using their powers to go. Oh, I've heard this anime. I just never knew the name. Maybe I know by Japanese name, but I've heard this anime. They go back in time to fix things and stuff. Powers to go back in time to change people's past. Keep it up. It looks great. Thank you. I appreciate it. I really like ID Invaded. I don't think. Do I know that one? I think that sounds familiar. I'm not totally sure. Needs another season. Would binge watch the whole thing. Does she sends and shockwave each time she takes a step? Yes. Like that. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna erase this part. Erase that part. Go. Okay. Her leg. It's too thick here. Fix that part. Okay. Like that. Now her foot looks a little ridiculous. I don't think that's how the foot should look. I'll just put that there for now. Now we're going to. There we go. We're going to flip her a little bit. So I'm going to see how she looks flipped. Where's my keyboard? Keyboard, where are you? Note to self, always have your keyboard next to you. No matter what. Where's my keyboard? Oh, it's right here. Jesus, I'm stupid. Okay. Flip. Okay, let's see. Flip. Let's break that subtlety of how she looks. Break. Okay, now let's see what issues that we can fix. Okay. I think okay. I'm gonna circle the areas that need to work. Okay. I'm gonna fix that real quick, and we'll figure out what those need to be. So we're going. It's the finger here. I outwork. Okay. I chat. Okay. The character they're drawing in true congruent. By the way, yes. Oh no. She's just using. Yeah, I'm just using the pose. Yeah, I'm just using the pose. I'm not drawing the character. Hand needs to be fixed. Eyes are not the same. They're not the same in well, this one specifically. This one doesn't need to because the eyes are actually closed, so that one needs to be fixed. So this is how I would grade, like if you had a drawing, right? And we were just focusing on poses, this is what we'd be focusing on. I also teach how to draw hands, so like I can draw hands now. So yeah, it's over now. It's over, kids. um this leg needs to be fixed. This leg needs to be fixed. The foot needs to be fixed. That's fine. Let's see. Maybe a little bit of the shoulder, perhaps. Maybe even here needs a little bit work. This is how I would grade. No, not Chun-Li. We're not doing Chun-Li. I might actually do CAMMY again, but in her new outfit. Maybe that may be best. I was gonna probably do Sakura, but then again, I think CAMMY's be the best because she'll be probably the fastest, and she's wearing a sports bra. I think CAMMY wears somewhat of a sports bra. I drawn CAMMY before in the past, but that was very exaggerated at the time. When I drew her, I loved to see Javier as an art teacher. Not gonna lie. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Let me see. This is wand. Anyone can get this style. It's easy to get it. It's just that you need to put in the time, and then you can. Oops, almost pressed the wrong button. You can get this. I'm gonna zoom in for you guys so you guys can see it better. So this is how I would grade anyone's work if you was working on a character or you wanted me to do any like pose focus or even character design focus. The focus here is to make your character don't look stiff and feel as natural as possible. Now, the problem with this is that the hand is not totally defined, which is obvious. The foot is not totally defined. The foot actually looks like it's tiptoeing. Like it looks like it's tiptoeing. The way I have it, it looks like it's tiptoeing. And we don't want that. We want her to be like relaxed. You don't want your character to look like they're stiff because that's the problem. And this is where the flipping of the canvas comes in. Because when you flip your canvas, it will reveal things about the drawing that looks really off. And this is a method I always refer to new and old students that they don't know about, but this is a term I call padding the your sandcastle. So imagine you at the sand, like the beach as a kid or what a case may be. You take your little bucket, you put the sand in it, and then you flip it over and you see the sandcastle. It's kind of like broken. So what you do is you pat the sides of it, pat one side of it, make it feel balanced, and then it's totally like perfect, right? It's your little sandcastle, right? That's what your drawing is. It's your little sandcastle. So like if you pat it on one side, it's gonna look really nice. But if the other side, if you were to look the other side, it looks really goofy. It looks strange. It looks off. It doesn't feel right. So that's the point of most of the lessons is trying to keep it balanced. That's where you want your character to be. Since both legs are really holding the character, we have to make sure that everything's placed in the place where it needs to be, where it's most expected. So I'm going to move her a little bit more to the middle so she doesn't feel like she's just like kind of leaning over. So I'm going to pull her over a little bit like this. Just to feel a little space. Just to make sure I'm not doing it wrong. Yeah, okay, that's good. Okay. Good. So the first thing I'll do, and what I like to do, is copy, paste the drawing, and then keep the original drawing, put on lock, and hide it away. And then use our copy drawing as our new drawing to do our revisions. And then what we'll do is flip between the two pictures and see how much of a difference they look and how much better they look. And then you guys will make I'll give you guys the choice to see if it looks good or not. Does it look like it's up to par? Does it look like it still needs work? It's just like You know, that's what's the point of the whole, you know, balancing system. Trying to make sense of what you're trying to do in general. So like if I'm holding a finger like this, the finger will be like this. Oops. Oops, I don't want to do it like that. Just realized what. Do it like that. So we're gonna make some revisions. This is a great way to practice and also to improve. A lot of you don't do this because, well, we don't want to improve. We don't want to look for the mistakes that we made in our drawing whenever we're doing this type of stuff, because it's a pain and it's much more work. And we are, I know we're all lazy. I'm lazy. I'm not gonna say no one. It's just everyone's lazy, but I'm lazy too. But that's how most of you wouldn't notice how much to involve to actually like improve by looking back at your work and seeing where you went wrong, and then make sure that you don't do those same mistakes, because you don't want to practice mistakes, because if you practice mistakes you'll keep on building bad habits and you don't want to do that. Okay, so I look at my finger like this and I realize there's a gap here. Okay, but it feels too squarish, so what we need to do is fix this hand a little bit. I can go back to the reference, but I'd rather not do that right now. So I'm gonna go like this, make the thumb like that, and like that. Okay, so like that. Now the finger, based on what I remember, is oops, like that, and then okay. Okay. And then I'm going to pull this, because the problem with this, the problem with the finger is that this finger was way too fat. And because it was way too fat, it really altered the whole hand from that point. So I'm going to erase this part. Okay. And then we're going to fix what we need to. Okay. I'm fixing it. So we're making whatever revisions, and then we'll look back and see what we did wrong and what we did right. And the best way to know when to fix, and so I know some of you are going to ask this question, how do you know what to fix and what do you know is off and what's not? It's that is that feeling of, you know, when you're reading a sentence, or you wrote a sentence and something's wrong with the sentence, you don't know what it is. It's not like it's actually wrong, but something about it feels off. So what you're supposed to do is to investigate that sentence and make sure that that sentence doesn't feel right. If it doesn't flow naturally, then that's where you have to make a difference. That's what my professor taught me back in college. He said this. He said, if a sentence doesn't sound right, even when written correctly, fix it, because it just doesn't feel natural. It has to flow naturally. It's like a lot what AI does. I don't know if most of you have noticed, but if you read like an AI script, especially if you're on ChatGPT or whatever, it seems easier to read than from the ChatGPT than probably from a human. That's probably just me. I just feel like it's easier to read from ChatGPT, the way it writes, compared to like an actual human who make grammatical errors and write and sound very odd when they write certain things or certain phrases, or whatever the case may be, on how it's used. The ChatGPT seems like it has a good grasp on at least constructing sentences to an extent that you can functionally know what the hell it's trying to say, right? So like it's kind of like that. I want the finger to be a little bit more emphasized, so I'm going to curve it a little bit more like this. Okay, just to feel a little bit more life. You want to have some life in it. You don't want to be boring. Okay. 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 All right. There we go. Now, also, if you're trying to get into character design or be a concept artist or something like that, if that's something you're dreaming of doing for like video games, TV shows, anime, whatever it is, whether you're independent or not, or trying to get into the industry, what you need to do is build a portfolio. I'm pretty sure that's kind of like common to know. You need to build a portfolio of certain things, there. And the funny thing about building a portfolio, you'd be kind of surprised that the stuff that you put in your portfolio could be just one thing that can get you hired for a job. Okay. Now, I'm not saying to just put one thing in your portfolio and call it a day. I'm saying imagine you are pitching an idea to a group of investors or something like that. And the first thing you want to know is who you're pitching to, right? So I'm not going to go to JC Penney's, like say I go to a board of JC Penney investors and say, listen, I got this new video game and I'm going to invest and I want you guys to listen to my video game idea. That doesn't make much sense because JC Penney's is known for like clothing and like just like attire and stuff like that. So like you wouldn't go to JC Penney, right, to like pitch a video game idea. If ever rarely that's gonna work. See how that happened with Dove just recently with that whole bullshit they was pulling with the whole like gamer girl thing. That went so well just recently. Those of you who are in the know on Twitter or so, and it's getting totally obliterated by that nonsense. Um, so like because they're known for doing like Dove is known for like I think it was Dove. It was Dove. Yeah, I think it was Dove. They're known for like body moisturizing. They're I'm pretty sure their demographic is mainly female, which I get the demographic they was talking to, but the genre that they was doing didn't make much sense. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't make much sense, and it kind of backfired on them big time. Because yes, females are probably their target audience, but gamer females, I don't think much makes sense on the gaming space. But yeah, I like companies these days, and these ESG scores are making them do very questionable things. But anyway, the point is that you won't go to JCPenney's to sell a video game idea. You'll sell them something that to sell clothing or something like that. So if you're doing a portfolio and you want to get into Blizzard, I would look at Blizzard like esque stuff like Overwatch, WoW, Magic the no not Magic Gathering. It's Hearthstone. Anything Blizzard related, and look at what their style looks like, what their type of aesthetic is. It's usually medieval stuff. They're really into the futuristic stuff now because of Overwatch, I will say, but I would still stick with the whole like Blizzard has a very like Disney like video game presence, if you know what I'm trying to say here. Those of you who are very like big, who are probably still fans of Blizzard, despite their recent issues. Those of you who are in the know on that, but I would focus on making games for Blizzard. If you was making a Blizzard game, you're not gonna make an anime game, right? Um, I'm drawing Cammy from Street Fighter. Um, the new version of her, the new costume she has, not her old one, because I did that in the past already, so it makes kind of redundancy to go do that again. I might just make them both in the same pose. I'm not sure. We'll figure it out. Um, but yeah, so in like you would make Blizzard type games like WoW type stuff, medieval type stuff, Magic type stuff, like warlocks, uh, uh, goblins, Vikings, or like dwarves, or stuff like that. I would not send them anime gotcha like drawings or like aesthetic stuff because that may not go well. If anything, if you were to do, she's not in here. God. Anyway, so what I would do is that I would I would not send that to Blizzard. I will send it to a gaming company that's into that, like probably Cygames or like MiHoYo. I think MiHoYo. I think I'm saying it right, or so. So those of you who are just trying to get into the industry, just pick a genre you like. stick to that genre and do that. And the thing is, you don't have to be into character design to get in the industry. You can do like items. If you're into items like making like potions, hammers, weapons, whatever, you can do that too. You can get a job doing that too. That's a thing. I think there's a term for it. I don't think it's texturing. I think it's something else. I forgot what's the term. What are your pronouns? Oh, okay. I'm old school. I'm just a dude. I'm just a whatever he. I'm a he. I'm a dude. Nothing more, nothing less. I'm I'm still trying to get used to that whole pronoun shit. I'm old. But like yeah, but like that's the thing. If you want to get into that, you have to pick the genre you want, stick to that genre, and do that. Now there are situations where you can kind of still get hired if you give something quite different because maybe they're into a project they're doing. So like say for instance you send like an anime aesthetic like portfolio to Blizzard. Let's just say you did that, they might hire you because they may like how you textured certain things. They like the backgrounds you did. Maybe they like some of the characters you designed in certain aspects. But maybe they may not go down a anime route. Maybe they're doing a project for that. Maybe sometimes even if you're really good and they really like you, they may not hire you, but they might recommend you to someone else. Like that's the thing. That's the great thing about the gaming industry, animation industry, or anything that has to do with the creative industry. When you're good at something, or you're very talented, and you really want, you're hungry, and you really want that hard, you want to show off your stuff. A lot of companies, or at least people that you know, probably friends and family, or sometimes even coworkers, depending on what you do, may recommend you to someone. And usually, a recommendation is usually what's enough to get in. Sometimes you don't have to be like really into the industry. You don't have to know, like, you don't have to be like super 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 talented. You just need to be competent enough to know what you're doing and be done in a reasonable time. You don't have to be like I don't know, just be good at what you do. Okay, be efficient at what you do. Submit on time. Just be a hardworking person. You don't have to be like a super genius. You just gotta be active. You have to be in the community. You gotta like know people, talk to them, go online. Go to conventions. Do all that stuff. You know. I'm a straight guy. Yeah, femme. I'm a straight woman. Yeah, me too, bro. Me too. Hello, Roy. Okay, femboy. Me too. Okay. How long have you been drawing? I've been drawing since I was 6, but just to be clear to most of you, just because I say the word 6, if I was drawing every single day at the age of 6 to now, I'll be a god tier like drawer. I'm not even gonna play that game. But because of when I was drawing at 6, and I didn't take it seriously. I didn't take any of this seriously till I was like 23, 24. I'm 28 now. So like if I took that, oh my god. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on. Anyway, sorry about that. So to answer the questions, I was drawing since I was 6, but just to be clear, I didn't take it seriously till I was like 23, 24. So in my college years. Um I really got more into it when I watched a TED Talk on something and it really motivated me to get into it. Again, like I would draw throughout my life as a teenager and draw like ex-girlfriends to impress them and stuff, but I was not at any level I was at before. I was just competent enough to let other people who couldn't draw think that I can draw. Let's put it that way. I was competent enough to draw someone that looked like someone, but not enough to draw like how you guys are watching me do this now. with confidence enough to explain what I'm doing, and then keep a conversation going and also explain and teach at the same time. I was nothing close to this at all. Not even I just started really getting into my craft no more than probably a year ago. Now, so you know, I draw anime. You should draw Astroflio. I don't know who that is. I think that's one of the characters from Street Fighter. What app you using? I'm using Clipstudio Paint. But I'm just gonna warn you, those of you who are just seeing this app, Clipstudio Paint just dropped the whole I don't know if some of you may know. Maybe you guys know. I'm not. I'm just gonna remind those of you who don't know. So if you do know, you don't have to tell me you know. I'm just telling the ones who don't know, because a lot of people are not in the loop in this, but or don't care to be in the loop in this. But Clip Studio Paint just recently dropped their subscription based model. So if that's something that bothers you, which bothers me, I think it bothers virtually anyone, because everyone's tired of the subscription based model, because it really proves that you don't own anything, you own nothing, or something like that. I forgot the term goes. I really hate subscription based model. I think it's overused. I don't think it's predatory, but I think it's just problematic in its own way. Um, I'll look it up later. But uh, if that's something that bothers you, I suggest get the more freer apps, because this app used to be just $60 and that's it, or 70. No, no, I'm wrong. If you're buying the one I have, it was 70 or $60 base. That's it. There was no monthly anything. They just dropped their monthly thing just this month. They mentioned it before. Everyone was pissed off because everyone was used to buying it and just having it. Now, because I guess money and COVID and a lot of things from before, they're pushing more on the subscription based model to keep their stocks afloat, or their investors, or whatever the fuck. So, yeah. So if that's something that bothers you and you don't like that very much, I suggest going and get the free ones. Like, I don't know if Kirta's free. There are free drawing apps. I just can't. I don't know from the top of my head, right at this moment. So please do not try quote me if I say the wrong one, because I'm not really sure if there's any. No, there are free ones. I just don't know off the top of my head. I never bothered to, because I had Clip Studio Paint, so I never tried really stopped and look. But you should check. I should do a YouTube video on this. I should recommend software that is free for those who are starting off, and then those who are want to get into more serious stuff. I should do a tier list on this, so you guys know what the hell to look for. So you don't have to keep asking this. I can just recommend that video to you. It is the person on my profile. Oh! I forgot her name. Not her. It's actually him. I know that's supposed to be a him per se. I don't know. In my head, I don't know what it is, but I just feel like it's a. I feel like it's a biological female that's identified as a male. That's how I feel about that. But then again, I could be just totally wrong on that. But from the anime, I know that's from Fate Stay Night. I just realized. I never really stopped to know the character's name. I just recognized the character, and I remember seeing the season with that character in it. I just never bothered to remember their name, because I just know that it was I think it was just a biological female who just identifies as male. That's why they said. I think that's what that was, really, but I could be wrong. But yeah, I know that character. Yeah, it's true. In a way, yeah, because if you're making good money, especially if it's because what's great about it is that if you have a business, like you said, and your business hinges on that, say you have you're a graphic design business, right? And you're really successful at it. If you are a freelancer, you can write off that thing that you use because it's for your business. And if you write it off, you don't have to pay as much. I think the government will I don't want to say what's the right term? I don't think it's reimbursed. They'll write it off. It's a write off. So that's a great thing to have. It makes it easier for your business to stay afloat. It makes it's less money on your behalf if you're on a business, and they technically pay for it in a sense when you're doing tax time and tax season. I don't know if I'm correctly saying it right, but it's a good thing to get a write off. A lot of companies do this. Your AAA company to your small business, they all do this, and it's good to have that because it makes it easier for you to purchase stuff and get equipment that you need and blah blah blah, and it's a whole thing you gotta get into. He miss you and Mina. Welcome to the stream. Oh, let me see. But you can. Let me see. You can say hi to me. Oh, sorry, Mina. I'm sorry. Sorry. Saw you. I see you now. Sorry. I missed you over there. No, it's a guy that dresses like a girl, but can also dress like a dude when they want. I see. He missed you. Sorry about that, Mina. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, it's a great thing to have. But I honestly still like the whole I bought something and it's mine, not a subscription, because subscription-based models are, I think, could be a bit. I want to say the word predatory because you know what you're walking into, but it's getting to that point on the internet where anything you buy is not anything you truly own. It's just what you own at the moment. Because I think if I remember right, there was this story I heard where someone bought a printer, like a physical printer, right? And when they brought the printer, for the printer to work, you have to have their subscription based model. And the problem with this was the person didn't have any more money to pay for the subscription based model. And instead of just them not sending them ink or something, the physical machine that they bought for their house to like use at home doesn't won't print because they're not paying for the subscription. So you can't use whatever ink that's in um that printer. So what's happening is that anything you buy, you won't truly own. You just have it for the time. It's not like today. You guys get what I'm saying, right? It's not like you own it, like you bought it, you own it. No, you own it for a moment in time as long as you are paying for it for like forever and ever and ever. You're never going to own that thing. Like if you're paying off like a house or a car or something, it's not going to come to an end. It's just gonna keep making you pay till you stop paying or till you die paying. It's either one of those two things, and I don't like that very much. There was a book on this. I think it's the Internet of Things. Everything you own, everything you buy, you won't own, or some shit like that. Where we're gonna live in a futuristic I think post-apocalyptic type future where everything you buy is not anything you own anymore. So like the fan that you have that is keeping you cool right now may have a subscription base where you can't use it if you don't pay the subscription base for the fan that you're using to keep yourself cool in the house. It will stop working till you pay that subscription. A lot like a phone. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like that, and that's not gonna be great. I think Netflix is doing a patent on this very thing I saw on YouTube, where they're doing this patent where if you want to watch Netflix, and I think if Netflix sees on this, but if it's a patent where if you buy the machine, what the machine will do is it will play movies for you, like say like you know how Alexa works and stuff. But the difference is it's a camera that watches you. So like say there's 5 people in the house, right? You're paying for your kids, say your wife, your 2 kids, and you know, okay, your wife and your 2 kids. So there's 3 in you. There's 4 of you. So let's just say you have your friend come over, or you have a bunch of friends you're throwing a party. If a bunch of people walk into the room while you guys are watching you're having like a watch party or something of say like a movie or something, um, all those people there has to pay now. They have to pay to watch the movie because what's happening, the camera sees more heads. Like think of Project Natal back. I still call it Project Natal. Back when Xbox was still doing the whole camera thing, where it would know how many people was in the room. It's like that. So the AI will do this thing where if there's more than the 4 people that it identifies as face-wise, if it sees other names and other people in the room, in that vicinity, in that room, at all, it will stop playing the movie till those people pay. either individually or the person who owns it has to pay for them. So, yeah. So basically just bills. No. What I mean is, okay. You see how like I have this mouse? I bought this mouse for $12, and that was it. Right? I have to have a subscription base for this mouse just to use it in general. That's what I mean. Not you buy a phone, because like there's a difference with a phone. A little bit of a difference because like it makes sense with a phone because of the constant, always in use type thing, compared to something like a fan that's a seasonal thing. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not using the fan unless you're those people who go to bed with the sleeping with the fan on. I do that, but then again, it's like, it's kind of like that. So that's basically what that is. So that's what they're trying to do. That's what Netflix is trying to do, which I don't think will go well for them. But then again, I won't be surprised if they do that, because it's just gonna end pretty bad. Because like think of it that way, like you have to pay for extra more people, and they're already doing this thing with the whole like password thing. Now imagine you want to do a watch party with your friends, like you have a bunch of people over to your house and you want to watch this movie together, whatever you had planned with your friends. Now they have to pay extra money just to watch the one movie that they, and remember, it's not a movie that's brand new. It could be just any movie. So like let's say you guys do a watch party to watch, I don't know, the Lion King. For some odd reason, you guys are just feeling nostalgic. Let's just watch Lion King. But because you are not the names that they recognize based on the camera's identification, they have to pay, I think, like $10 more for each head just to watch Lion King, an old Lion King that you see, not a brand new Lion King, not from theaters, just Lion King in general. I don't think anyone will like that very much, especially for an old ass movie. Kind of like the thing that Xbox was trying to do with that whole always on Xbox thing that went left for them, and PlayStation capitalized on their nonsense way back when in 2013. Those of you know what I'm talking about. That's why Netflix is falling. Yes, that's exactly why Netflix is falling off, and they still have this thing as patent. So I don't think they're abandoning the idea. They're just waiting on the right time. I think it's ready. I just think they're just waiting. How much longer can we really pull the BS we're doing for them to just so normalize it to the point that when we do this, it's not going to be that big of a, you know what I'm saying? Like last time with the whole, like they already did the thing with the passwords, and they're still getting hell for that now. But once that becomes more normalized, then companies are going to see what Netflix is doing, and then all they're going to do is either capitalize what Netflix did or do better what Netflix did and do the same thing but similar. What are they drawing? I'm drawing CAMMY from Street Fighter. The new version from Street Fighter 6. The one with the version of her with the jacket and the leggings. I already draw the one with her in the leotard already, so it seems kind of redundant if I redraw that again. So gotta go. Sorry. Okay, later, Mina. Paramount. Yeah, that's why Netflix falling off. So like, be very aware. Just be very aware when this comes out. It's not nothing too like new to y'all, because companies are doing everything in their power to just squeeze anything out of you. This is why I don't like the gaming industry anymore. The way I used to like it. I miss the gaming industry it used to be. It'll never go back the way it was, sadly. But I missed how it used to be, where when you bought a game, you bought a game. You played a game, you played a game. If it sucks, it sucks. If it's good, it's good. And now the whole always connected to the internet where they can just make changes, I think has made, I'm not saying current indie developers lazy. I'm talking about AAA lazy, where perfect example of this is Ubisoft. I'm not talking bad about them. I'm talking based on performance. So if anyone that works as Ubisoft sees this, I'm being fair. Now, the fact that their games aren't that great to play anymore, I think everyone is kind of sick or tired of Assassin's Creed to this point. Well, I haven't seen the last time I saw Assassin's Creed, I think it was back in 2019, 2020, a little before the pandemic. I think it was Valhalla. I think that was the last. I think that was the last Assassin's Creed game. Yeah, that. Yes. Yes. Correct. That's exactly. Oh, I know you guys can't hear Shadow because he's on Twitch. We're just to be clear, I'm on Twitch. So if for whatever reason, if you want to jump over to Twitch to see the chibi character I am right here, you can jump over there and talk to Shadow. Shadow's the only one that's there. Either from YouTube, Twitch, or I think Trovo. I'm not sure which one, or even Facebook. But if you guys want to jump over there, you can talk to Shadow if you like. If you like Twitch, if you don't, you can stay there on TikTok if you like. So, let me see. Makes sense. LOL. It started with Nintendo Online with the useless gatekeeping, and then for real, like Nintendo Online is more of a hassle than yeah. Nintendo is atrocious on how they handle like um just anything online based. I don't know how they can like gotten onto the program on this by like they're still lagging severely behind since like what 2016 with the whole online thing, probably even more than that. It's just kind of embarrassing at this point. Like like Nintendo's doing so fine with the first person parties or first person party yeah parties, that they don't really need online like that yet. But like, I think games that did well was probably like Splatoon. I don't know about Smash. I heard atrocious situations where Smash Online is ass. Like it's best just to play with your friend in the room instead of play against someone online because the lag is atrocious. I don't know if they ever fixed it because I don't have Wii. I don't mean Wii. I don't have Nintendo Switch. Um, so I don't know the status on that. That was the last time I heard that. That was back in shit. It was like 2017. I think I was in college still back then. 2017, 2016. I think I was still in college around that time. I think Smash just came out around that time. The newest, the latest, the last one, the last one that came out. Yeah, I heard it's just bad. It's just bad, like really bad. Can we see the drawing so far? Yeah, sure. And they enforce it on games. Yeah, and then the one thing I hated most, bro, was that oh shit, like Nintendo did. I know they try to be innovative with their whole like online capabilities, but I noticed that they really suck at it with this whole. I don't know if they still do it, but they did this way I think with Pokemon, where if you want to hang out with other people, you have to put in like this long ass code. I think they still do that with the whole code thing. You have to put in a code just to befriend someone or go to someone else's game or some stupidness. Like, it's not a click of a button like, oh, like on Xbox or PlayStation, you send a friend request, you send a request to play a game, you click it, you go instantly to the game that does all for. No, you have to put in some long drab ass code, and it just feels like a giant hassle. Like you're putting a phone number, and it's longer than your actual phone number. Like it's like so much work, like so much damn work. It's like it just seems pointless at this point. Like it's just I don't know if they still do that, but that's when remember the last time I tried to do anything Nintendo wise. Yeah, that's what I kind of noticed. Yeah, I kind of noticed that because uh-huh. Yeah, see that's the thing. I this is why I'm not too upset with the whole Clip Studio Paint thing cuz I was kind of surprised that they kept afloat for this long um by not doing subscription base because I know that there was really in competitive like with there was in competitors with Photoshop at one point because when they started really shooting out features that really was kind of rivaling that of Photoshop. I was kind of surprised. Oh yeah, we wanted to see the whole drawing. I was kind of surprised. I gotta fix this leg. It looks too weird. I was kind of surprised that they are now doing it now, but I think that was because of the pandemic. I'm just gonna be honest. I think if the pandemic didn't happen, I don't think they would add subscription models till like probably years from now. But because of the pandemic, they had to make choices, and then that's where they started realizing that whatever financial situation it was in, it was like, oh man, we gotta do this, and it's gonna probably piss off our fan base. But they might just probably understand if they're really with us. And remember, they was doing this whole campaign thing with a bunch of art YouTubers at one point, where they had like I think Ross Draws did one. Uh, what was the other guy named? I think Sam Draws did one too. Uh, and a few other art YouTubers. I think it was Marco Bucci did one. I think like a small segment of that, and then I think one other person I can't think of right now. Oh, it's literally. Oh, I can't remember. The one thing I like with Nintendo is being able to view people you've last played with. Yeah, hey, can you please stop tracing my art and posting it with credit? Okay, first thing, I didn't trace this because that just proves that you was in here. That's one. Two, I know who did this artwork, and that was not you. Because that person who did the artwork was Perororo. I can never say his name right. I follow him and I've seen that artwork before. Yeah, no. Yeah, I call bullshit on that one. What watermark is? Fool don't know what a watermark is. Gee, they traced it out. No, we did not. He was not in here the entire time I was drawing this whole thing, doing a anatomy lesson while doing it. This kid. Yeah, and then they have to deal with people like this. But anyway, the point is that I understand why that they went down the whole clipstudio paint route. Why they went down the whole subscription based route. I was kind of surprised that they lasted as long as they did. So let's see here. But like, also, I don't know. It just things are just different. I don't know if they're getting better or for worse, either one. But companies are not doing well, tech wise. Like tech companies are not doing well. I think all that venture capital is running out, so like companies have to make like a literal decision. Yeah, this is my art. The real drawing is on the second monitor. What second monitor? What second monitor? What are you doing? I'm drawing. Okay. Oh, thank you for the what's that follow? I wasn't gonna get to read it. Damn it. Sorry about that. I wish I read. You can unfollow and follow again. I'll read your name out. But I appreciate it for the follow. Let me see. Yeah, that one's a troll. That Peter Griffin guy is a troll. Okay, so I'm gonna back it out. Yes. Yeah, but you gotta make sure when you're doing you're doing Patreon, you gotta hold your end of the deal, because if you don't, you're gonna kind of look crazy. And this is why I've been postponing the whole NSFW thing, because I'm trying to get better at drawing skin. Well, not drawing, but painting skin. And I don't think I do a good job at painting skin. Let me see. The king grabs some girl somehow on his bed. Okay, what? What? Yeah, but I get what you're saying. Okay. Comfy pillow. Oh, yeah. I wanted to provide the NSFW stuff, but like, I've been posting it more and more because I just want to get better. Because I don't know if you've been here. Yeah. Hold on. However, wait. Someone says, "Oh, hello. I think you're new. I have not seen you before." Anya. Anya P. The character is looking cute. Comfy pillow assets are also looking awesome. Yeah, the thing is, I would actually make more assets for VTubing. For more VTubers if possible. That's something I want to get into, making more assets, because my sister's been saying that I'm pretty good at making them. So why don't you just make assets like little items and stuff for VTubers? I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll do that. Because it's not that hard. It doesn't take me long. It usually takes me like less than like probably 15 minutes or probably an hour, depending on what it is. It really just depends. But like if it's like a little hammer or something cute like a pillow or something, it takes me like 5-10 minutes. Depending if they want something specific. But like, yeah, I don't see why not. I would. What's your Twitter, bro? It's in my bio in my Twitch. My Twitch. My link tree, my bad. I'm saying the wrong freaking thing, my bad. It's in my link tree. Who parking trying to impress? I have no idea. I really don't know. I really don't know, bro. Like I knew that when they first said, "Why are you doing my drawing?" I was like, "No, that is definitely not that him." It depends. Like if you're talking about NSFW stuff, then yeah, I would do that. It's just that the only reason, if you're talking about that, but if you're talking about like furry assets, like if you're talking about like a furry pillow something, I have never drawn I've drawn furry like one time, but it's not hard to get into. It's just never something I never got commissioned too much for. I think I only did like one. That's it. That's it. Oh, I see. Yeah, it is. Well, I always make sure when I draw my females, they are have like they're kind of like they're packing with the chest, because I don't really like drawing lollies. That's the one thing I won't draw. That no matter if you pay me, I'm not gonna draw lollies because that I am not dealing with that bullshit. Because like people can't distinguish between a lolly and like I understand, I get the whole lolly thing, why people would make the mistake, but then again, that's why I wouldn't jump onto that bandwagon. I would rather do the furry before I draw lollies. Because lollies just put you in too much hot water because people are like saying, "Oh, that's a child," and blah 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 blah, this on a third. So I'd rather not even bother with that and just draw the adult looking anime girl where no one's going to bitch and moan about it too much. They'll bitch and moan and say, "Oh, why are you drawing sexy women? You know, women don't look like that." I'm like, yeah, that's the whole point. That's the real point. Because if you ask those same women, they wouldn't want a very flabby looking dude who looks lazy and don't do nothing. They want a dude who looks buff and have a bunch of tattoos and probably makes a lot of money. Now, I know a drawing can't bring it, well, yeah. But then again, they look at a bunch of anime characters. If you ask those same females who like anime males, they like those males that are in shape. But, you know, they like the bitch and moan when I draw women who are look really busty. You know, just much as the fate of male gaze. Women have female gaze towards males too. They just don't bitch about it compared to they do. That's half as much. Not every woman complains about it. Some of the women that sponsor me on Patreon, they really do love my drawings of females and how I draw them. There's women who actually enjoy that. And I like them more than the women who are feminists and play bullshit with me and then say, "Oh, I'm terrible for drawing women like this, X, Y, and Z." But if you ask those same feminists, will they take a man who looks flabby as fuck? They'll say no. Kind of odd. You seem very good with drawing females. I can draw males too. Guys just don't stay, so I don't bother drawing them. The only time I do draw them is when I'm doing a fan art when I'm not streaming. That's the only time. That's the only time. Like, honestly. Still don't like the leg. It looks too straight. I don't like how straight that leg looks. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, Raxon. I do appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I still think the leg is a little too stiff. I want to curve it a little bit more. I don't like how stiff it looks. I don't like that because when it looks stiff, it looks really like unnatural. Maybe I should push the leg a little bit more out, perhaps. Now, based on our reference, let me show you a reference so we see how close we are, and then we'll see how much of a difference we are. Because I think I just gotta fix the hand pretty much. I'm just refining some parts. BNA. Here it is. So this is the original from Pororo. Yep, I follow him. Pororo. Am I saying that? Pororo. Let's just say Ro. Fuck it. This is Ro's drawing. This is his pose. So I'm changing the pose from his baseball version of the BNA from that episode when she does baseball. I forgot her name. But so I put the hand on the lap here. So at least it seems a little bit more believable, because if I put the hand anywhere else, it just feels really weird. I just feel like if I put anywhere else, I can actually put the other hand here. Maybe I should just put the other hand so she has both hands like with the fingers like this. Maybe I should do that instead. Perhaps. That'll probably look more cute and kawaii or whatever the hell they refer to it as. Hey Z, Glowbox. That's good. No, good. I encourage students to potential students to take note in what I'm doing and refine from what I'm doing, because I came to realize I came to realize the type of tutorials you should be looking at is what professionals are doing. I'm not saying don't look at a YouTube video to learn something. I just feel like YouTube videos are not doing a great job of explaining, and sometimes observing and just watching is better than getting someone to explain, because sometimes their explanation could be more convoluted than what they're trying to really do. And some people are not good at explaining, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I'm good at explaining all that much. You guys say I am, but I think that's a giant cap. Governmental cap. The government's telling y'all this. They tell me this so I can tell all my secrets. I get it. But like, the point is that I think the best way to learn is to look at those long videos on YouTube. Like birds, yeah, like they put the batteries in birds. That's why COVID happened. They was just putting the batteries in birds. I heard that one conspiracy theory. That was funny. When I heard that one, that made me laugh. Like they're putting batteries in birds, you know. But like for me, I think the best way to learn is watch the professionals with those long videos like Rhino Tuna. I watch him a lot. I refer back to his course that I have from him. He's somewhat of a teacher to me, but like, I watch his stuff on YouTube, and I watch his long videos, his 3-hour long videos of him not talking and just observing. And then I take notes on what he's doing, and I go back and look and write down notes now. I do that now. I didn't do that before, but I do that now, and I'm learning how he does coloring skin. And then he had it the way I analyzed it was like, okay, he's mapping it out as in. Yes, it's pretty much that. If you just break it down in simple situations like that, don't make it too convoluted and have to like write it down. Don't try to memorize everything, because you're not gonna remember a damn thing. And then when you try to do that, you're gonna go to the canvas. You're gonna be like, "What the hell did I just watch? I don't remember anything. What did I swatch? I gotta go back to the video." You don't want to do that. You want to learn in a way that doesn't feel like you have to rely on the video. So the best way to do this is to write down notes and just make it simplified to yourself. It's like you're doing like scientific like notes. Like think of it that way, like if you're in college. Oh, leftmost camera, please. Sorry about that. I got lost talking. I'm so sorry about that. I'm so sorry. Like Hawaii, but with a K. Never Kauai. Oh, like okay, Kauai. Okay, thank you for that. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, TikTok. Yeah. The point is like it's to understand what the character is doing, why they're doing it, and how to simplify it in a way for you to digest, and then translate it in a way that you can do it in your own way. Now, they always say the best way to know that you know something is to explain If you can explain it, you can do it. If you can't, then you still need work. So that's pretty much what that is, right? So as I'm going, I'm making adjustments as I go, as I'm talking to you guys, which you guys are the best distraction because, to be honest with you, I wouldn't be, I would probably have this done earlier, but because I enjoy talking to you guys and yammering on about absolutely probably nothing to you guys, that it makes it easy for me to just realize how fast this is going in my head. But for y'all, it's probably a lot longer. Um, but this would be this type of drawing would take probably like an hour or less, probably 30 minutes, depending on what I'm trying to do. But because I'm just kind of like taking my time and talking to you guys, it's not looking as bad. And plus, I flipped the canvas, so I'm trying to keep it. Make sure I read that. Thank you, Ragson. Thank you for follow. I appreciate it. So, like, what I would recommend to anyone, if you're doing artwork and you're stuck and you feel like you found all the YouTube videos and they're not working, don't watch the YouTube videos with them explaining. Just watch the YouTube videos of them doing live streams and just sit and watch. Take it in. I know it's gonna feel kind of scary because you're just watching and you feel like you need to be told what to do, and I think that's the type of society we're in. We're too much into the told how to do something, not innovate, not use your imagination. Don't try to like figure it out. This is why games like Legend of Zelda is very popular, because in Legend of Zelda it doesn't really hold your hand. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't hold your hand on every little thing it does. It does explain few things to you, but it doesn't hold your hand, and that's very rewarding. It's like coding, for instance. Like you learn coding, in certain ways. You're still uh-huh. So okay, so like for instance, let me just do a. I would usually have you be a student to do this, but let me just give you an example. So like if someone were to draw a head, this is the one time I'm going to do this. I only do this for students, but I'm going to make an exception for this one moment, real quick. If I were to draw a head, I would draw a head like a circle, but instead of doing the whole typical all that stuff, I have something called the gearbox. The gearbox is basically the thing that will dictate where your character is looking at all times. Okay, hey, look at that. Oh, I forgot. You just reminded me. I have the music turned off completely. So like the whole point is this thing right here is called our gearbox. Okay, bro. I'm gonna leave you, bro. See ya. Okay, later, King. Okay, love your poses. Thank you. I appreciate it, Leftmo. Thank you. No problem. So like, okay, those of you who are watching, this is a quick freebie for those of you who are here. But I would recommend you to be a student. So to be a student, you have to be a TikTok subscriber or at least a Patreon member. But I'm just gonna do this real quick. So like, this circle here is our gearbox. I refer to it as a gearbox because think of it, if those of you have ever seen, I don't think all of you, but if any of you seen Soul Eater, if you're familiar with the character Dr. Stein, he has a thing that's going through his head. It's a big like bolt that goes through his head, right? And he does this thing where it twists. If you notice something about the thing that he twists, I forgot what it's called, the knob that's on that goes through his head, that tightens his head. I guess it makes it easy for him to focus or think. There's a line that was there. There's a line here. That indicates where it's looking, or at least where it is, right? So I use this line to indicate where my character is looking. So you see this line here? So I curve this here, right? I curve this. And I go by this line. Once I use that line, that will dictate where I go from that point. So I'm going to make a jaw and then curve it like this. Like that. And now I made a head looking up, like so. Now it's not the perfect head, but I'm just saying I made the neck and it's looking up. We're looking up, right? This can work for any situation. So like if I were to erase it, make another circle, and then use the gearbox. I'm gonna make this blue so you guys can see it. Make the gearbox. It doesn't matter how slanted the circle is, you will get an angle out of it. Now, if you understand how you're using your circle, the circle is going to determine where your head is going to look. So like the more slanted and far away the circle is, the more likely your head is going to be at a downwards angle. Okay, now we're looking from from down the chin. I'm just making a very quick dummy so you guys can see it. So we're looking at the dummy from a downwards angle, okay? Okay, I hope that helps, or at least explains in that sense. This is the shoulder, you know, like that, shoulder blades, like that, and then you can just make body out of it. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like the head is looking up. Now this is under the chin right here, and then this is where the eyes will be. I'm saying it's like that. I'm making it very drastic, like I'm being very exaggerated with it, but like, and then I'll make a circle like this to indicate, let's just say I want to see the back of the head of the character. So I put the circle, say like right here, right? And then I put the face here. And I put the head here. Now I'm looking at the side from the back of the neck based on that. So like that. Now we're at this angle where we're at the side of the head, right? We're at the side of the head where you can put hair right here, and we're kind of the side back of the head. We can see the back of the head and the side of it at the same time. Okay, kind of like that. Like it's got some Madara hair going on, like that, right? So these are methods that you can use to make a head look. Put them in any angle. Hello, MA Anime. Welcome back. I think it's M Anime, but I keep saying MA. Or let's say I put the circle right here. Very odd place, right? So I'll put right here. Make it, shorten it, and now we're looking at the head from a top-down angle. Okay. We're looking from a top-down angle, so we're looking directly at the head right here. Okay, I'm making an arrow, so if you're wondering what this is supposed to be an arrow, like a 3D arrow looking down onto our head. So the eyes are here, the mouth is here, now, and the whole body, if I put the shoulders, now we're looking at from a top down, because we're looking from up down to the angle. So our horizon line's at like the bottom, oh no, actually at the top actually, if anything. So that's what's happening in this situation. So that's how you get better at drawing heads. I use this method all the time in all my drawings, so I keep kind of like, keep consistent with it in that sense. I hope that helped you guys to understand what I was doing, and at least you can apply that to your future drawings. I know it's not the perfect, probably not the perfect, I hope so, because like sometimes I really wish I explained better, and I don't think I do a good job at it. That's why I always need you guys' feedback to tell me if I said something off, strange, or anything, because I always look for feedback, even if it's, because I get like meme responses, but most cases I can understand if they're kidding around or just, screwing around with me, and that way I'm like, oh, they're just screwing around, move on. But like people who are giving criticism, like, okay, I like the explanation, but maybe you should do a little bit more explanation on that particular part, because I kind of got confused there. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of stuff. All right. Cool. No problem. But I would like, for those of you who are here though, if you want to learn from me, either be a TikTok. Yeah. I have a student who's learning this now. Yeah, the axis makes it easy to read because. So I'm gonna do it again real quick, just to hit home with it. So circle, no matter what the circle looks like, what determines what you're looking at is based on the second circle that you're making. That's called the gearbox. The gear box. Now, the reason why I refer to it as the gearbox is not only because of that Soul Eater reference I refer to, is because when you start really getting good at it with the circle, in that sense, what's going to happen is that you're going to start want to be more precise, right? So what's going to happen is that you're going to draw the head in squares. That's when you start really putting the head in better positions and angles and stuff like that. And that's going to help you more than the circle. Now, look at the circle as a introduction into understanding perspective, but once you want exact perspective, start using squares. I think that will help you faster than anything else. because let's just say I made a circle, right? Let's just say I made a circle, right? And I took a blue square, or I put it like, I put the gearbox, right? Right here, right? Now, the gearbox can determine where we're going based on general direction. So if I did like this, we already know that our character's looking this way, right? So anything else just follows that direction, correct? So I put an I, now we're looking that way, right? But it feels very like it's going everywhere in that direction. We have the general direction packed that we know it's going that way, but we want it to be more precise, because if I did it like this, say like this, now our character's looking down, right? Oh, but it doesn't feel very precise. It just feels like it's looking down an angle we want it, but it doesn't look like a perfect angle that we want it. So how to counter this problem? So like, let's just put in the circle, take away the visor within the gearbox. I refer to the visor, like think of a visor like in Destiny, like a visor in Destiny, or like in Halo. Like think of it that way. Like think you're making a Master Chief helmet, and this is the visor like Master Chief looks through. Makes it more easier to like digest in that sense, right? So how to make this more precise is that if I were to make a box, the box not only gives us a direction, but it reinforces our perspective even more than just the circle, because remember, the circle is a fall off like shape, right? Anything like it just kind of falls off. So the illusion is there, but it doesn't really reinforce it very much. So like that's why most professionals will tell you, if you want to get good at perspective, use boxes, because boxes is a very precise mechanism to use to be more, precise with your overall idea, okay? So when you put your character into a certain position, it doesn't matter what position it is. If you can use this box and really use it to your advantage, you can really pull out a lot of cool moves, a lot of cool understanding. Because you might see in a lot of animation videos in general that they start using boxes instead of using just the rounded, figures. They start using more squares. You might learn this a lot if from a lot of digital artists. 3D artists who are in Blender. They might explain there's certain things that they can teach you than someone who's doing 2D digital, because in 3D you can learn a lot like lighting, dynamics, certain dynamics, certain spatial awareness, stuff like that that can really reinforce this. What was the doctor you were talking about? Oh, Dr. Stein from Soul Eater, if you're familiar with that show. I don't think a lot of kids are familiar with that show anymore. So like, okay, so no one I can't name any by my head, but actually there's one I know of, and this might sound ridiculous, but it's true. There is a Russian artist out there. I don't know his name. I forgot his name. I saw this in a documentary. He has no eyes whatsoever, and he can draw. He, for some odd reason, can make, and it's on YouTube. You can look it up. He has no eyes. His eyes are gone, and he can make environmental canvases. I don't know if he. I don't know if he. I don't know. He paints them. I don't know if he makes buildings, but he makes great forests and stuff, and he's never seen a forest in his life. But he can make forests and stuff. He said he gets it from his dreams or something. So I don't know if he's bullshitting on the like what do you remember as a kid, but I think he's a Russian artist if I remember right. I think he's from Europe. I knew he's from Europe. And he can make paintings with his hands. And he has no eyes whatsoever. So that's the closest thing to a blind person I can tell you. Yeah, like no eye sockets. Just type in I think it's here. Let me just check on YouTube real quick. I think it's blind artist. I think it's blind artist. I think it was art. Yeah, blind artist. Yeah, painting in the dark. Turkish blind painter. Here it is. He was Turkish. And this one, blind painter. Yes, he's blind. They're blind. 5 years ago. 11 months ago. Yeah, here they are. 12 years ago. Here he is. He's right here. I remember that. It was 12 years ago. I was a kid. I remember seeing this. It was amazing. He blind artists paints with his imagination. So, like, he's making dogs, people, stuff with just painting. So, like, it's a thing. It's a thing. So, like that's why if you're a person who can draw and have their eyeballs, there's no reason why you can't improve. You know what I'm saying? So what's happening is I think what they do is they use their memory and what they feel because they have to touch everything. So they make whatever they touch into whatever they make. So like yeah, so there is a possibility for anyone who's an artist to make a living whether you're blind or not. You can do it. Go plus ultra, bro. You can do it. I have faith in you. So don't let because you have a bit of a handicap stop you. You can do it. I know you can do it. I have faith in you. Go plus ultra. All right, so that can't be the thing. Put all my profile. You have to be a commissioner for me to draw your profile. Kind of have Frankenstein vibes. Yeah. That's the whole point of Dr. Stein. He was supposed to be like a Frankenstein. Like I think most of the characters are supposed to be like references to like Halloween lore or something like that, if I remember right, in Soul Eater. Or like I think they have a few Halloween references because it's all about like Halloween themed like anime. Like Nightmare Before, like they have like Jack the Ripper. They have a few like serial killers that you might recognize from like cinema, but they're more like cameos, but not like focused you know characters in like real lore. They're just like made up, but they have the same name kind of stuff. So it's like that. So like Dr. Stein, Frankenstein, Jack Ripper Jack the Ripper, you know what I'm saying? Like type of stuff like that. So you can do it. So you can do it. I know you can do it. Alright. Bro, please. No. Unless you're a commissioner. Unless you commission me. I'm not doing it to commission me. Let me see. My sketch already looks better. S tier explanation for sure. Oh, thank you. I try. I hope it's helpful. I really do. Let me see. Okay. Let me put the hands here. Put our hand about here. Okay. Okay. Come on. Put the hand up there. Alright. Now, for the leg, it needs a little bit more work. Good, because like the point of this channel is to help or at least improve others, or they at least can learn from my mistakes or learn in some form. Also to help myself at least profit from the information I've learned over the years, I guess. And that makes total sense, but business wise. But then again, it's like it's ultimately trying to help people get better as well. And not only just for free, so I'll just be honest on that one. Got E2. Who are you drawing? I'm drawing CAMMY from Street Fighter. I'm gonna put on our clothes and then tomorrow we'll continue the rest. Because the game just came out. I think just this week. I think it was this week. Was it this week or was it last week? I think it was this week. I could be wrong. I think it was last week, but I could be wrong. Bri can probably tell me. Leg still looks a little stiff, but oh, and I think the knee looks a little too thick. Nope. Too thick, too thick, too thick, too thick. So I try to be as accurate as possible when I'm drawing my females. I don't like them look super exaggerated because I don't think that helps. Like it helps like stylization, but I don't think I'm there yet to be stylizing them at all. So I try to be as accurate as possible without being too over the top because I'm still learning myself. Even though I may think I know what I'm doing, most cases I do, but there's other cases when I really don't. And I'll just tell you guys straight up, I don't know what I'm doing. So it's like that. Last week. Okay, it was last week. Okay. Thank you, Bri. I appreciate my dude. Bri's always got my back to help me. And my audience too, but like Bri's always here. Bri's always saving my ass for myself. He always got the deets. All right. Now I'm going to fix this leg a little bit. The hand doesn't look all that great, but I'm going to leave it alone. This one right here. I'm going to leave this alone for now because it's not that big of a deal. It can be fixed. It can be easily fixed. I just don't have time to focus too much on it. Oh, I'm going to fix this right here. Okay, erase this part. Okay, and then, oh, I keep bringing the wrong brush. Okay. There we go. Now, her leg needs, I think, a little bit more downing, because I think it's too up. I'm going to push it down a little bit. Oh, I keep doing that. I gotta start doing the thing with the keys. Like, I just have my keyboard, and I can just switch between brushes instead of doing it manually the way I do it. Okay, so let's put in her. Okay, later, bro. Thank you, Raxon, for coming in. I do appreciate my dude. Thank you. Hope to see you more. Hope you learned something from today's lesson, or at least today's stream. Thank you. I appreciate it very much so. I appreciate it. Okay. Erase this stuff. Now, since it's CAMMY, I think CAMMY has a scar on her right cheek, so I'm gonna put it right there. I'm gonna put you more present so you guys can see it. No. A little bit more, like that. No. Like that. Okay, there we go. I think that's better. Okay. And then now since before I even do that, let's see how much of a difference between this version of the drawing and the old version of the drawing looks, so we can just see how much of a difference we want. Did we make a difference? Did it looks better? Does it look worse? Let's see. Okay. All right, so I'm going to flip it. Well, oop, my bad. Sorry. Go flip it. Flip. It looks pretty good on both ends. Regularly, the way we have it. Maybe we should clean up some places. Just get some edges out of the way that looks a little distracting, like here, right? Here and here. And then erase this part here. Okay. Let's erase this part here too. Okay. Pretty good. All right, let me see what you guys are saying. Please zoom out. So pretty. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'll zoom out in a second. Give me 1 second. Okay, hey, Artex, I'm back. Did you finally figure out how to fix the leg? Yes, I did. Hopefully I did. We'll see. Thighs. Okay, last week. Okay. We're at that part. Okay, just want to make sure I didn't miss anyone's thing. Okay, I'm gonna measure. Okay, the anime is CAMMY from. What anime is CAMMY from? Street Fighter. It's from Street Fighter, the video game. There is an anime of Street Fighter, but I think that's in the 90s. I don't think Street Fighter has had an anime in a long time. Maybe probably animated shorts, but I don't think those are like canon type stuff. Unless they're going based on video game lore, then I guess that's canon. That makes sense. I'm not too sure on that. You can not have to correct me on that. I'm not totally sure. Okay, I'm gonna erase this part here. Shit. Okay, let me fix our belly button. And then I'm going to like that. Oh no, that looks weird. Let me fix it real quick and then we'll come back and I'll read you guys' comments. Hold on. This looks really weird. Okay, so just put it there for now. Okay. Okay, there we go. At least one more thing. Didn't see this part. So we want that part to like that. Okay. Okay. There's that part right there so we can see it. Ooh. There we go. All right. All right, so I'm gonna flip this. Flip, 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 flip. I think it looks pretty good. Let me see. Let me see. Yes, yes. Let me see. Jamal Jackson, I'm begging you. I don't know what that is. Will you be drawing her in classic costume? I was gonna draw her in classic costume. Maybe I might do both in this pose. But right now I'm going to focus on the new outfit and then maybe I'll just have two versions of it. One is going to be with the classic costume and the other one's going to be the regular costume. But because I already have a drawing of that already, but that one was super stylized when I first made it. And that's when, hold on, let me see if I can show it. Hold on. No problem. Thank you. Go get some food. Eat up. I appreciate it. Thank you for the heads up. Where is it? 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 Window capture. Oh, damn it. Oh, yes, I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen that. I, I, it's a, it's a win or a lose on for me for that because like, oh, this is not the right one. I'm trying to get it. Do I have it? Oh, I'll just make a new window. I've seen that before, and I get it, but I understand why that's a thing. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna go all the way to the bottom here, because I know some of you are new, so I know this is new to some of y'all. So when I was making a bunch of anime characters, it was this one, and this is where I didn't. Oops. There we go. So when oh wait, I just realized. Nope, turn it off. So I just met. So the thing is about that is that with this drawing, it was cool when I made it because it was really stylized and very dramatic and blah blah blah. And this is when I was just like really getting to like understanding how I do things. But what bothered me about it was that the colors felt very super saturated. It didn't feel very like professional. I just feel like I just got to the point where I can just confidently say, okay, I know what the colors look like. But like when I put them together, it just felt very like super saturated, and I didn't like that. I want that professionalism, that look, that if I were to present this as a portfolio, it doesn't look like it was made by an amateur. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Obviously, I went with the sketch route, the typical like concept art look, but like I'm trying to veer away from that too much. I'm not trying to make, at least if I'm going to do that, I'm going to make it look clean as possible. But obviously, you see, I just really quickly drew this, and I did this on stream, but like it was way back when. Oh, that was quick draw, like 2 different styles. Yeah, it was, yeah. So when I was drawing, mine was developing as I go, and I was not putting a lot of emphasis on when drawing this. When I made this, it was like, I don't know, like there was a lot of problems with the perspective, and I was not like, her whole half of her body's flat and look really sideways, but because the upper half looks pretty well, you're not really paying attention to the top half, to the bottom half too much, because as long as it looks like the character, that's what was happening here. And that's where I started realizing, as I was going, my drawings was not getting where I wanted it to be, and it was looking really like amateur and not looking really professional. I was really looking. So I took a time and hiatus away and started drawing more and more and more and more and more and more, and putting more emphasis on understanding like body types, body shape, more proportions that seem more believable in some form. So when I'm doing more exaggerated, I know how to bend the rules and put it to my own advantage. This is why John Laird's better. This is why John Laird's better. I'm not sure what that is. You squish and squish. Yeah, you squish and stretch. So that's what's happening here. So like that's why I did a whole like, I would sometimes have like audience pick which drawing do you think you like the most, and see why they like that one. Maybe it's because it's really sensual, maybe in the sense based on how it's used. Maybe the proportions are pretty well. So I try to make sure all the women look at least similar in some form when I drew them, so they don't look too like one is really like exaggerated compared to the others. I try to keep them pretty like in their own right, in their own poses and stuff. So that's the whole gif of this, was to understand if what I'm doing makes sense to the viewer based on anatomy and understanding. Now, like, let's be honest, anime is not totally accurate when it comes to in certain aspects of the anatomy, but you can get pretty damn close to it, right? In enough practice, you can learn a lot. Hook a brother up. Be a Patreon member then. Let me see. My Patreon will use my partner will use my barrel to know and go burr. Okay. Let me see. And you draw fast. Yeah, don't worry. I will handle this. This is why John's gonna be better. Okay, right there. So it's tough. See, but this is where the problem was, that see how skin and plasticky. I was not using any texture like brushes, and this is passable for someone who's an amateur, right? This is passable to that extent, but like it's not there where if you were to present this to a professional, they'd be like, okay, it's cute, but it's not where it's supposed to be, right? And then that's when I really started doing with colors and stuff. I was really experimenting with colors. I was not trying to get good at coloring skin as I am now, but I was really focusing on dynamic lighting. I did a bunch of, because in this you're seeing the one version of this. The second version of this was in black and white. I did in grayscale. So I was understanding lighting and like ambient occlusion and all this stuff, and then adding color on top of it and all that stuff. So that's what was happening. Can you draw Doctor Small? I'm hiding. I'm not sure who that is, unless I'm going stupid. From Doom 2016. Wait, Doom 2016? No, the video game? Like Doom, the video game? Like, it's kind of funny. I've never played that. No, I played the demo before. No, I played on Game Pass, but I never bothered to actually finish it. Like meat with plastic wrap. Yeah, like meat with plastic is still on after you cook. Yeah, it's like that. We don't want that. But that's why I was experimenting with more textures. As you can see, compared to the last video you just saw with the dark skin girl I did with the pink hair. This one, as what's her name? Alicia, I think Felicia. It's Felicia from Capcom. I use more texture brushes, and it feels a lot more of a painting than it being like a plastic you know, digital drawing. We don't want to deal with no digital drawing look plastic. That's what makes it look lifeless and ugh. I did a bunch of colors and slapped them together and see what really works. I like that painterly look. I like that professionalism. I like that even if it's in sketch, it has to have that rawness to itself. So because if it doesn't look right, if it doesn't have that, it looks really lifeless and dead. We don't want to deal with that, and I hate that. So that I did a lot of like this one. This one is it's in between being plastic looking, but what really made this one stand out was the overall art style that I went with when doing it, when I did the arts, because that's when my art style really started coming through the way it does. This is why you guys can see it the way it was, because what was improving wasn't my sadly wasn't my coloring or my color levels of how I used it. It was basically on how I presented the 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 sketch and the line art, right? So that's what was happening within that sign. From Darkstalkers, yeah, it was Felicia. Oh, sorry, I actually pressed on your profile. Okay, let me see. You guys are cool. Okay, so yeah, but that's what happened when we drew this, because my art style got a lot more refined, but I wouldn't say I'm there yet to say that's my art style, because art style is something that has to be distinguishable. If you can't distinguish it, then it's not art style. So mine is very, I would say, very mediocre if right now at this moment. It's not anything distinguishable. And to know that your art style is distinguishable, think of people like Sam Draws. Sam draws um, Disney-esque looking, modern looking women in his own way that a lot of people try to replicate a lot. But that's his art style, and you can, like Akira Toriyama, Dragon Ball, Hirokoshi, My Hero Academia. You know what I'm saying? Like Oda, One Piece. You know what I'm saying? Like it's these you can or what's his name from Hunter x Hunter, who has back problems. He made Hunter x Hunter and Yu Yu Hakusho. It's very distinctive. You can tell that's from those shows. So it's like that. So what was happening is that my understanding of structure was getting better, but my understanding of color has didn't really improve. So that's why it's taken me forever to drop my NSFW stuff till I understand color, or at least skin. What is this character? It was a character I made based on this character that you're seeing. It was this was a OC I made way back when, and I made my audience vote on which one they liked the most of the girls that I drew. It was for a summer thing, so they got the pick, and the ones that they picked was A, and this one got the most votes. So the one with the most votes got the more character design. We colored her skin, her hair. We gave her a name. She's an elf. She has a little critter companion familiar thing, and that's it. That's pretty much what happened. So that's what we did. We did a lot of character designing. We did a whole lesson on it. We explained why this character's a way. I even put the little thing that I always put on some of my characters when it's a whole finished piece. The little eye thing. It's nothing too like. But anyway, the point is that I did a character design on these characters, so that's what I do. So if it's not a character you recognize too much, it's probably a character design I did originally. So like this character here is a fan art of who is it again? It was oh shit, what's her name? I forgot her name. It's from Darkstalkers. So yeah. So yeah, that's what we're doing here. Do you have fisheye drawing? No, sadly. I'm working on just doing first, second, third perspective. Like Bry is one of my mods, and I know he's been really being patient with me with the whole perspective thing. So we're gonna be doing perspective tomorrow. Tomorrow, I don't think I'll be drawing girls. Tomorrow, I'll be drawing stickers and perspective. So we're gonna be putting we're gonna draw stairs in perspective, or put draw a building in perspective. Probably like 3/4, because I know that's something that he's been struggling a lot with, and he said he wanted me to focus on a lot. So that'll be happening more often. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that is. Why is there two of them? So I did this one of Sakura from Street Fighter. That's why I didn't draw her, because I drew her before, and I don't think she has a new costume, but everyone's been talking about CAMMY because of her new costume. So like, and they like the new costume, but they still think she's too, I guess, too attractive, and I think that's BS. I think nothing's wrong with an attractive character. If they're attractive, no matter what they wear, they're gonna be attractive. So it doesn't really freaking matter what they're wearing. It is what it is. You're attractive when if you're wearing a nun's outfit and people still want to get with you. That's when you know you're attractive. You know what I'm saying? So I did stuff like this. I also focus. I'm not good at hair. Yeah, it's a tricky one, but it's not that hard. If you're talking about fur specifically, you're referring to this. But if you're talking about like hair on a human head, it's more of spacing. It's two things. It's more of space. It's all about space. That's what hair usually falls under. It falls under the idea of space. Space is hard sometimes because it could be easily messed up if not done right. Street one. Oh my god. Street fighter. CAMMY. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I know that her new outfit. This is her old outfit, right? That's her old outfit, right? But we want to try her new outfit because she got a brand new one. That's why I wanted to draw, and I think this is her new outfit. Was this one, right? Sometimes I think in the new one she's really more muscular, but then again because the leotard was always kind of like on her stomach, you couldn't really see too much of it. But now because she's out, now we can draw her in the leotard. I mean not leotard, in the new outfit. Kind of want to give it a try. I know I'm gonna probably mess it up, but I'm gonna give it a try. And this is a lot more helpful than you think. So this is good. It's kind of like a sports bra. So cool. I can draw it like that. So we're gonna use this as our form of reference per se, but nothing too risky because I know TikTok. So I'm gonna try find something a little bit more easier till we find that. All right. I did do tutorials in the past. I might bring back tutorials again on TikTok. You guys tend to like when I do tutorials, like a lot. Let me see. Yeah, the new one promotes more of a figure while the leotard only promotes the limbs. Yeah. You for you page. Okay. Let me see. What makes your character style unique? I don't think I'm there yet to say, but like right now, well, at the time when I was making these, I think mine was looking more between very cartoony and anime, which that was the point, but I'm more after that. I don't know if you're familiar with the artist Rhino Tuna, but he plays more of a I like semi-realistic anime more as time goes by, because it builds on the idea of trying to at least draw more realistically, while still having a stylized look. That's what I'm trying to, reach in that sense. I'm not trying to just make it cartoony and then call it a day, because I think that's kind of like abandoning my potential to, evolve as an artist. So, cool art. Thank you. I appreciate it. Let me see. Mine is opposite, but I still very anime inspired. Yeah. She built. Yeah, she's very built. Yeah, the new one promotes more of a figure while the lead. Okay, I read that part. Okay. The art is so hot. Thank you. Oh, just to let you guys know, the NSFW version is on Patreon, so it is there. It even says it. The spicier version is on Patreon, so if you want to see that version, it's up there already. But let me see. I think this is pretty much. And then I think I moved on doing a lot of I just did a lot of experimental stuff. Like it was a lot of experimental stuff. I did this one with grayscale just to see how well I will do with the grayscale alone without no line art. I just want to see how I do with the sketching. And I was doing this as a form of a tutorial for people to understand and, you know, learn from and stuff like that. So we went down this sketch route to keep it more clean as much as I can, because I've been watching a lot of anime, manga artists, digital manga artists try to keep their style pretty clean. So I think the cleaner the sketch, the more artistic it looks. Does that make sense? Sarabella. Oh yeah, Sarabella. I think, did I draw Sarabella? No, I didn't. I did not draw her yet. I have plan of drawing her. And just to be clear, guys, I am opening a sticker shop very, very soon. So if you guys are familiar with stickers, I am working on some stickers. So if you guys want to get a sticker soon, I am working on Street Fighter stickers. I just made these just yesterday. So if you want a CAMMY sticker, look out for that. I will put them up soon. I might put them on Etsy or even TikTok shop. I'm not sure yet. So you guys can just purchase them. They'll be just $1. That's it. They're not going to be all that expensive. They're stickers. How much more expensive can you really make them? So, like, maybe you guys might like them. We'll see. You can get it for your friend who likes stickers. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're a big fan of Street Fighter, I'm just going to make them chibi and keep it simple. Nothing too insane. Don't worry. I will shade them in. So if you're wondering why they look kind of like pastel, don't worry. I didn't shade them in. They're just basic colors right there. They're just for testing for now, and then I'll shade them later. But this is what I'm saying. Like, this is where I think I'm getting to a point where they look cool as fuck. Thank you. I appreciate it. So like, I try to make sure that the colors are right. They feel right. They look like the character. They don't look. Oh wait, I just realized this is supposed to be gray. Why is this? What the fuck? I just now noticed that. Like, why is it not gray? Kind of bugged me. I just now noticed that. I was like, why is it not gray? There we go. Oh, it's supposed to be grayer. I mean, light gray. There we go. There we go. Sorry about that. It was hard. And no, they're not gonna have mouths. They're not gonna have mouths. I'm gonna keep them stylized, so you can put them on your guitar. You can put them on your, if you want the physical ones, I will probably make them physical, but I'm gonna have them digital, so you guys can use them as like profile pictures or whatever case may be, if you want to do that, and stuff like that. So it's up to you. So I'll make them digital, and they'll be like 2 inches. I think 2x4. So it'll be 2 inches, 4 inch. I think 2 inches long. I think 4 inches wide. So they're gonna be pretty big. So you can get them like that, and you can print them out or do whatever you want with them from that point. I'm gonna be doing the whole roster, so it's not just some. I'm gonna do the whole Street Fighter 6, and then I'll move on to drawing Skullgirls next, their heads too, and then move on to the next game or next anime or whatever case may be. So you guys get all different varieties, from video game collection to anime collection, Demon Slayer collection, Naruto select collection. So it's gonna be vast amounts of them. Kirita, is Kirita a okay drawing? I have heard it's good. I heard Paint Tool Sai is good as well, so you can get that too. If you want to try that out, go ahead. I just realized it was still down. You can get that too. Paint Tool Sai. I think that's like, I don't think it's industry standard, but like it's pretty good, as I heard. So it's not like a loss, you know. Oops. Let me see. Put this down here. Will you draw all versions of Street Fighter roster for stickers? I want to do that. I was thinking of doing that. Like, I was going to have like the two CAMMYs, like 2 different CAMMYs, but only based on popularity. So like, I'm not gonna do like a Ryu drawing of him in different costumes. It'll be just the most popular version. So like, we'll have like Ryu, like the basic classic Ryu, and then we'll have the most latest Ryu. You know what I'm saying? From Street Fighter 6. So that makes sense. So we have the classic Ryu with the headband and stuff, and then the most latest one, him in the monk outfit. I think he's in a monk outfit. I'm not too familiar with the story, but I think he's in the monk outfit. I think he's in more peace with himself now because of his journey. I think his journey's done. I think the new poster boy is, I think, Luke. I think that's his name. I don't think anyone's happy about that, but like, I think Luke's the new guy. He's the new main protagonist, correct? He's supposed to be the successor or something. right? If I'm correct, those of you who can probably educate me on that, on the whole Street Fighter thing. So like, I think it makes sense because if I just keep making different variations, it'll never end. We'll be stuck here forever. So I'll go from the anime stuff first. I'll do like Street Fighter, Skullgirls, maybe Marvel versus Capcom, and then move on to Doc Stock. Well, then that's not gonna be in that anyway. I'll do all Capcom type fighter stuff. Then move on Demon Slayer, Naruto, One Piece. You know, all of them. You know, and keep it so everyone has their own collection they can buy. You can buy the collection of the whole One Piece crew. And then if it really pops off, I'll do the other pirate crew for like the more other popular pirates in the show. And then we'll see from that point. Love the Rebecca one, yeah, and we'll do a cyberpunk one as well. I forgot about that. We'll do a cyberpunk 2077. I know you guys love cyberpunk, so yeah, we can do that. And then I did this chibi version of Goliath. Those of you who are old as I am, if you guys remember Gargoyles, have you watched? Yes, I have seen that. I have seen that anime. I think the ending is kind of like, it wasn't that great. It was kind of like lackluster. It was like lacking. I felt like it was not a payoff at all, in my opinion. It just felt really weird. Oh, and I will have this as a sticker. I know some of you in the past have asked me, are you gonna ever make this in a sticker? This Goku drawing will be a sticker. You will get a sticker of him, of Kid Goku. This is not older Goku. This is Chibi Kid Goku. Just to be clear, so you get since this was already made, I'll make this into a sticker already. But I'll make a Dragon Ball one again of Goku and his friends. So I'll have like, this is a study. I'll have one of like, say like this, but we'll have Kid Goku version, we'll have older Goku version, we'll have Super Saiyan Goku, Super Saiyan 2, 3, and then I guess I'll throw in GT, whatever. I'll throw in GT just because some people do actually like that version, and I'll do the two versions from the Tenkaichi one. Well, I can't, if there's just a head, it's not gonna be much of a difference. But I think the black version of Goku in Super Saiyan 4 was the best version. I don't like that strawberry look that he had with the pink, reddish, that super hot pink look. I like the black version from Tenkaichi if you pick the alternate looking version of him. Those of you know what I'm talking about. I think some of you may know what I'm talking about. Have you watched? Are you going to make a Atom Smasher? And yes, I will. Yes. I will, since the roster of Cyberpunk 2077 is pretty low, I can do the whole crew. I'll do David, I'll do Rebecca, I'll do Lucy, and then I'll do the others as well. I forgot the black guy's name, the buff chick who is his girlfriend, and the sister of Rebecca. I mean the brother of Rebecca, and then I'll do Atom Smasher as well. I don't think the dude who was bullying David was worthy of drawing, or any of the other shadow people who was like in the corporations. I don't think there was all that. Oh, and I'll do that guy that sounds like that is McCree, who looks exactly like McCree from Overwatch. I would give him two because he was kind of cool. I kind of liked him because of the fact that I recognized it was McCree. Oh, I mean, Jesse. Oh, Jesus Christ, Jesse from Overwatch. Was it Jesse? Jesse McCree. Cassidy. It is Cassidy, my god. SS4 is weak. I think SS4 is weak too, but some people just really like that version, and people still debate on which one's stronger for God, but I still think God is stronger, but it is what it is. It's an anime about aliens taking over the world. Are you going to make Atom Smasher Chibi sticker? Yes. Let's see. This is what is this about? Is there another place to watch it? Okay, I hope I read everything. So yeah, so we can. I'm gonna be doing a lot of this. Oh yeah, this will also be a sticker for those of you who are My Hero Academia fans. I will make this into a sticker as well. You only will get the Bakugo. You're not gonna get anything extra outside of this because I don't know how to make that work. So this will be a sticker as well if you guys want this. It'll look a little more cartoony than Super Anime, but you guys will know who the hell it is. So you get a sticker of that. So yeah. So yeah, I think one of them was mainly that I did a lot of drawings of like trying to keep things in line, of understanding like form and just like the body and stuff like that. So like one of my favorite drawings was one of these because it was at the time when the Mario movie came, or not came out, but was announced. Everyone was doing the drawing of Princess Peach, so I threw my hand in the ring and try to get into that. And I think I did a good job, stylized wise, and color wise was pretty good, but I think I only got away with it because I didn't have to do her skin too much, so I got away with it a lot. Because she was wearing a whole jumpsuit, so it was easy for me to color it. But when it comes to skin, it always kind of makes me nervous, so I'm trying to get better at doing skin. Where's Cammy? Don't worry, I'll do. Are you talking about the chibi head, or are you talking about the drawing I was doing? So yeah. There you go. Do you have an main OC? I have a few, but I don't have one that is like a total main. I keep doing this thing where, you know, when you make too many mains and you say, this is my OC, and then you like it at the time, and then you never hear from it ever again. I tend to do that way too much. So I'm trying to veer away from doing that. That's why I'm trying to get good at doing what I do. So it's not you know, it's not just another throwaway. Because I fall victim to that all the time. Oh, yeah. Is any of you guys familiar with Gurren Lagann? I'm pretty sure you guys are. So if you guys are familiar with that, I would make a sticker out of this. I would make a sticker out of let me see. I had it. I just had it. Where the hell is it? I don't know what the. Oh, there it is. Row fight. I know Bry is, but I don't know if would you guys want a sticker of Kamina. Because I'll make this into a sticker. I have the means to make this into a sticker, but I don't know if you guys will want this. Because everyone knows his iconic like glasses, so I don't know if anyone wants to get a sticker of this, and with the halo over his head. I think everyone will like that. What are you eating?
Chicken.
Chicken. Anyway, so yeah. Let me see. And I make this into a sticker too of Asta. His name's Oni, and he is an assassin in the city of Mall of 30085. Okay. If it doesn't happen to me, I had since I was 8 and 17 level 5. Oh, that's your OC? That sounds kind of awesome, bro. I know some of you guys are big Black Clover fans like I am, so I will make some Black Clover chibi heads of Asa and friends. I will draw the whole Black Bulls and see how popular they get. If they get popular, I'll do the other captains as well. But I don't think anyone likes the other captains as much as the Black Bulls. But we'll see. We'll see. So as time went by, I think I'm getting better at what I'm doing, but we'll see. I guess I'll make this in a sticker too with Manetta like crying or something. A lot of girls will like that. A lot of people like that. Find it funny. So okay, so let me see here. Turn this off real quick. Okay. Okay. Now, I'm gonna grab this. I'm gonna try my best and see where it goes, but I don't want to overwhelm myself and just do a bunch of stuff that's not gonna sell, so I have to make sure I sell. I'm gonna put them on Etsy and make them very cheap so anyone can buy them. It'll be probably like $1 to the max $2.50. We'll see. That's gonna be as maximum is gonna be $2.50 at max. Lowest $1. That's it. And then I'll put them as bundles. So if you want them at a better price, I'll put them in a bundle as well. So you guys have options on Etsy. Have you drawn Am Smash before? No, but I will give it a try. I usually am good at giving it the first try, especially if I've seen it before. Okay. Oh, just before we start drawing, or at least putting the clothes, because that'll be the last thing we'll do. We'll just put in the hair and the clothes, and then we'll continue the rest from tomorrow. This is what she looked like before. Now see the difference. I'm going to highlight the color. Okay, so this is the original that we did, and now this is the better version. So let's see the difference between the two. See how the legs are a lot more straighter. The hands are a lot more fixed. It's not bented. It's not hard to read. I'm saying, like, it's easy to figure out what you're looking at. The eyes are more in line with each other, right? This is how you improve, right? So that's how you can, this is the perfect way to improve. You can literally do that thing like if you're playing a racing game, and you do that thing when you're racing against your own ghosts. Those of you know what I'm talking about. So you can see the difference between the two. Okay. My OC universe is like the Blame manga for your page. Okay. Okay. So yeah, pretty much. Oh, and thank you for those who became a team member. I do appreciate it. We was at, I think, 8. I think we got a new team member, so I appreciate the team member. I don't know if you're still here, but I'm saying thanks to you. So thank you. I appreciate it. You're amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm just now noticing it now. I didn't notice it till right now, so I'm sorry if I didn't say it earlier. Okay, so we pretty much did the whole thing we needed to do. Now the top can be changed, but we can always do that later. So I'm gonna quickly get rid of our original, and then we're gonna put blue for like clothing. So I'm going to see if I can make that, and then okay. That. Okay, like that. Like that. Right. How do you draw a dark environment to give it creepy vibes like a character in dark? That's based on lighting. But I can't do that now. If you want me to do that, you have to be a a TikTok subscriber. I keep saying the wrong thing. Let's see. for me to explain that whole thing, because that's gonna take forever to explain. Because since I'm not really good at environments, I will explain how it works. It's just that doing it and explaining it are two different things. And it's a pain in the ass to really explain that, especially if it's not something you really, I wouldn't say do well in, but you know. Okay, like that. Like this. Wrap it around like that. No, not team member. It's a subscriber. You gotta be the three. I don't know how the team member thing works. It's a subscriber is the one that says 310. There's a difference. I don't know what that team member thing is, because like it's something new that TikTok pulled up, but I don't know how long that's gonna last. I should make that more of a I should declare that next time I'm on stream. So I don't know how that team member thing works. It throws me off. I don't know how it works, so I need to figure out how that works. Actually, I'll eventually count it if it does follow the same rules as that of the subscription base, but I don't have time to look at it now. So right now, if you'd rather wait till I read it, which maybe be tonight, I'll read it tonight. So keep running into this problem, because I think people confuse the team member thing with the subscription thing a lot. So let me see. We did most of the work here, to be honest with you, because most of it is she in the leggings, and we kind of did most of the leggings part. Here. Right here, right? And then... Okay, like that. And then... like that, and then our hand. Okay, and then our jacket. Be like this. This is why you should draw the body first before you draw the jacket, because if you draw the body first, the only thing you're drawing is something on top of it and make sure it interacts with the body fine. If you do that, then the drawing will look amazing. You do it that way, right? Makes sense to me. Okay. And then that. Buttons. Just doing this real quick because we have to go. It actually is late. We have to get this done. We just have to move pretty fast. We'll do this. So. Okay. Like that. Now, I think that looks pretty good. Okay. And then erase this part. And then what we would do, if we were to draw the like this and then like this. Now this would connect the idea of the breasts like this. If I were to erase I'm gonna put that there for now, but just for now, for tomorrow. So I just keep it 100% cute for her. And then that. I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't wait. What are you doing? What the hell? Can't wait. I can't eat this. Can't wait.
Fight it.
I can't. Burn my teeth. Okay, there we go. I'm dying. You laughed at me. Terrible. Shame. Hold on. Big shame. Okay. Prowler plays. Oh, Davidson, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Should Boondocks be an anime streaming site? Yeah. No, anime streaming site? No, I think that's American anime. That should be an American anime streaming site. Like okay, there's Japanese anime and there's American. I think that should be an American thing. Unless say like unless if like companies like Crunchyroll has like Wakfu. Does that make sense? You get those of you know know what I'm talking about. It's a France anime. France? I think it's France. It's a France anime called Wakfu. Those of you know what I'm talking about.
I thought it was tofu.
No, it's Wakfu. That's a French anime. And that was on High Dive for a certain amount of time. It was on Netflix. I think it's still on Netflix. I don't know if it has a season 4. I think it has 4 seasons.
It's also on Fubu.
Or something like that.
Here. You want all of it?
Mm-mm. I don't want to hear me chew. No,
Here.
no.
What? What?
It's just a lot of chicken.
Why you say like that?
It is.
Dad fried a lot of chicken.
The Chinese chicken. The Chinese.
He used tallow.
Mm.
My tallow. Fried it.
Use your towel.
Ain't too good though.
But anyway, so yeah, I know if they have so to be fair, if Crunchyroll has like something like Wafu on their platform, then yeah. I don't see why they shouldn't put like Boondocks up there, but I don't consider Boondocks technically an anime. It's an anime style, but I don't know. It's that's a given its subject matter, and then how it's not a traditional like anime ish, more of a satire on like on the black community. That's a hard one to say yes or no to. I don't think that should be appropriate on that. I think it should be on American sites like Adult Swim, where it belongs, or maybe other webs, maybe BET, Adult Swim, maybe some other American streaming sites like Netflix, Hulu. It makes sense in my head. But then again, I think Crunchyroll has Ruby, so I think there's that'll be a double standard. but Ruby comes off more of an anime than Boondocks does. It's just an anime style. So that's speaking of Prowler theme, Oni has claws like the Prowler. Nice. It's kind of badass, to be honest. Thank you for the mustache. Howdy. Thank you. But I don't know. That's a weird one. That's a weird. That's a weird. I don't say weird, but it's an interesting question. Should something be in an anime streaming service if it looks anime, or should it be in an anime streaming service because it has anime elements? Because I know that Ruby is a American anime, so, and it's on Crunchyroll, I think. So, I don't know. It's a weird one. Is Miracle black? Yes. Well, she's dark skinned. It doesn't mean she's actually black. People just go off. See, that's the thing. Unless they said they are of black descent in anime, that's when I consider them black. But people just tend to claim them as black because of their skin color, just by default. I think Piccolo is only. Well, I think Piccolo's the only person who's considered black in the series in Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z is because of just association, and he's the only one of actual like color other than Japanese. You know. But there was black characters in Dragon Ball, they just don't exist anymore. And Oob was the closest thing to a black character, but he's actually Indian, so he's of Eastern Asian descent. So that's the closest thing to a black person you probably might get. Other than Piccolo, who's not even human. Based off her moves, I'll say Hispanic. Is Yoruichi black, black or dark skin? Well, given that, well, then again, this is the thing. In Japan, there are dark skinned Asians, but that's usually very rare. Because I think I remember in Asian history, if you are, I think in Japanese history, I don't know, it was like both for Eastern or, no, I think it's both Eastern and Southern Asian. If you are of darker skin, they consider you more poor because you'll be out in the fields, as they claim. So you'll be burnt more outside. But if you're fairer skin, you are considered, I guess, in some ways more valuable or at least more attractive because of social status. Well, not always in social status, but if you just happen to be a lot lighter, you can look a lot. You can be favored more than your darker skin counterpart. It happens. It's a thing. I think anyone in Japanese or at least Asian culture will tell you this. I don't know about South Asian. I don't know if that's the same, but I'm pretty sure it is in some form. But I know it's East Asian culture, it's kind of like that. So yeah. It's sad, but it's true. No. But hey, what you can do. Hello, Skull. Okay. Okay, like that. Then like that. And then the last thing we need, I'll make this in a different. She has these like belts behind her, so I don't know what's with those belts. What's with the belts? What's with those? I can't tell if the. Hold on. Okay. Oh. Seems unnecessary, but okay. Okay, I'll add the belts later. I add that part later. So everything else is pretty much done at this point, to be honest. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Is Hinabana from Fire Force Black Hinabata? Hinabata? I'll take that one. That actually true. I'm South Asian and darker people are considered ugly. Yeah, there we go. See, I'm not making that shit up. I did my research, but I forgot it was for Japan. It was mainly for East. I don't like that. It was mainly for East Asian cultures, but I'm not sure it was for South Asian. But thank you for confirming that. Thank you. Yeah, it was hard to remember it was for East Asian or South Asian, but I'm pretty sure it works the same. So you don't have to technically be black to be considered not as attractive. It just happens in all. I think it happens virtually in all cultures. It's very rare if I hear anything. If you're dark skinned, therefore you get better treatment. It's usually the opposite. It's usually in most cultures, if you're darker skin, you have to work in the fields. I'm not talking about. I'm not sure about South Asian, but I know for East Asian, like Chinese, Japanese, Korean. You know, what I'm saying they usually are considered like if you are darker skin and working in the fields, you're considered poor and not as attractive. It just was a thing, and I don't know if that's still a thing now, for East Asian, but the person who's from South Asia kind of confirmed it for them, so I'm pretty sure it's the same over there in Japan in some form, or at least China, Japan, or whatever.
The rosies.
And the thing is, you might call it the word racist, but I see the thing is, I just don't see it as racist. I see it as just that's just how the culture is, and I know it's like it's an inherited racism, but then again, it's like if that's just how the culture is. Now, I'm not saying it's okay, but then again, I'm saying like I'm not too surprised at it at the same time. It's just kind of like kind of expected. It would be kind of strange if it wasn't for most people. So. So. So, Soul Eater. I didn't think Soul Eater does that. Oh. Is that? I wonder if Soul Eater art style was inspired by Kingdom. Yes, yes it was. Soul Eater and Kingdom Hearts made by the same company as both made by Square Enix. That is a fact. No, art style wise, maybe not, but they're made from the same company at the time when Soul Eater was being made was under the I think it was under the tutelage of Square Enix. If you look at the end credits, Square Enix is part of that Soul Eater. When it was not Soul Eater, I'm talking about the old one, the OG one, with Kid and Soul and Maka. So yeah. Thank you for putting that there, bro. I just saw that. Thank you. I'll take that one. Okay. Soul Eater design was really cool. The city in the middle of the desert was cool. Yeah, that was a cool setting. That was a cool setting. It really was a cool setting. It made it wasn't a traditional setting that you saw, and then when you realize that wasn't it a moving city? Wasn't it constantly moving? Or it could move. I don't remember if it was constantly moving. I can't remember for the death of me. I know Black Star and Sora pants and shoes look... Yeah, they look very similar. I'm not gonna lie. Like, if you look closely, it looks very close. Like, even though it has, like, that, Nightmare Before Christmas, I'm pretty sure it was pretty... Some parts of Kingdom Hearts kind of inspired it, because the people who made... it was... I think it was 2 companies. It was... I can't say it. Aniplex. I think it's Aniplex. Those who made Full Metal Alchemist was also under the tutelage of Square Enix. So yeah. At the time of its, like, I think even now, even after Brotherhood, I think it was still under Aniplex at the time. Aniplex. I keep saying that wrong. I can't remember how it was being sold in the show when I used to play Aniplex. I remember. Let me see, like this. Alright, so I'm going to pretty much... I'm gonna... What the hell? Go up? Hold on, let me... Okay. There you go. I'm gonna put more details later, and I'm gonna just fix this arm right here, and then we'll call it a night for tonight and continue the rest of it tomorrow. So I'm gonna do this real quick and just make this look a little simple, a lot more presentable, because it looks like a box in a box, and it doesn't look all that attractive. So I'm gonna just do this real quick and try to make this look like a little bit more like a jacket than look like a... Okay. And then... Okay. And then... Okay. And one last part. And then... How's her... Wait, what's her hair like? I didn't even stop to look at that. What the f... Oh, okay. Wait, what? Yeah, she does like... She look like Android... This bitch look like Android 18. Oh god. Okay. You know what? I'll do this tomorrow. I'm not even gonna do this now. I'm gonna hurt myself. Okay, I'm gonna save this for tomorrow. All right, guys. I'm gonna save this for tomorrow, and we're gonna continue this tomorrow and finish it off and color it in. Base wise, maybe fast enough we can get it done because it's really just like 2 things. She's so cute. Oh my gosh, thank you. From Wolfenstein. Let me see. I was going. Sorry, I was gone. Did you read my comment? Yes, I did. Okay. Black Star. All right. So with that said, thank you guys for being here. I do appreciate it very much. I went a little overboard than I did. I started really late. I would have been probably done around this time, but then again, it is what it is. So with that said, I like to thank everyone for coming in. You guys are amazing. Thank you for your lovely questions and your company and your opinions and stuff. I do appreciate you guys very much so. Like I said, I'm working on the stickers, so when I get them out, I'll let you guys know. You guys just gotta see a sneak peek. I'm not gonna say when, but when they are done, I will post them on Etsy or ArtCase, so you guys can get your own sticker or ArtCase may be. And I will make them physical as well, so if you want to get a physical sticker of it, that'd be cool too. All right, guys, have a great night. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you. You guys are amazing. I do appreciate it. Keep safe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right? Later, guys. Thank you. Thank you, and follow for tomorrow. All right? Bye. Later, Oni. Thank you, Project. Thank you, Bri. Thank you, Ashton. Thank you, guys. You guys are amazing. Thank you, and I'm out of here. Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay. Twitch, Facebook, whatever. I'm gonna call you guys a good night. And I know some of you are gonna probably watch this or something. I'll put on YouTube. I'm stockpiling on all my lives, so I just put thumbnails and look a lot more presentable for you guys to watch. And like great stuff. So with that said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Later, guys. Bye bye.